Hello everybody. My name is Becky, your go-to horror variety streamer. Are you guys ready to relax and have a good time? You have definitely come to the right place. It's time for us to get cozy, chaotic, and get into this stream. Hello everybody. If you're watching this in the future, there will be chapters down below, but if you're watching this in present time, hi. Hello, I'm tired. Oh goodness, I'm tired, but welcome on in. Haas, what is your question? Welcome on in, Cheesecake, Mama, Callie, and everyone who is here today. Welcome on in. I hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic. I'm very sorry for how late the stream is. I want to say there's an excuse, but there's never an excuse. Hi, Megs. Welcome on in. There's literally never an excuse. I am a tired boo. All right.
Crispy crust.
I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Honestly, I kind of forgot that, I had a stream, so I stayed up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. So, do Transformers have car insurance or life insurance? Car insurance, because they're not considered a living person yet. Until government changes. So I'd say car insurance. Also, I noticed over on the YouTubes, my boo Amy got a membership. So because they got a membership, I'm going to drop in a star for here. Oop. Memberships over on the YouTube also give us stars, if you guys didn't know that. The memberships on YouTube, the subscribers on the TikTokies and the Twitch side of things also give us stars. So just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, no, your girl is exhausted. Honestly, I got a vitamin C drink, and I'm hoping that this will give me a little bit of energy because I really don't want to have an energy drink today. I had one yesterday, and I'm trying to like not drink them as often because I feel like I've been drinking them really, really often lately. So, yeah, I'm going to try not to drink them. But that being said, my beautiful folks, we are going to be going into the game. We are starting a new series. Okay, my boos, we're starting a new series where we are going to be playing every single I'm on observation duty game. They were on sale. I got them in a bundle, and now I'm officially, I only had observation duty 5 and 8. And the reason I had 5 is because I thought 5 was the newest one, and I realized it wasn't the newest one. So right now I only have, at the time I only had observation duty 5 and 8. Now I have all of them. So we are going to go to the very beginning, my boos, the very beginning, and play I'm on observation duty, the first game. That's what we're doing today. How are we doing? Tired. Oh, so very tired, but happy. I'm happy, but I'm just a little bit exhausted. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me until like I fully wake up, because I literally just woke up maybe like 20 minutes ago. I'm on observation. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh my gosh. Please give me the game. Thank you. All right. Help me. Please. That's what I'm going to name the TikTok. Help me, please. The description of the TikTok is help me, please, if anyone's wondering. All right. We are now live on the TikTokies, and it is officially time for us to open up the game because I don't have anything. I have plenty of things to talk about today, but I don't have anything like right now to talk about. So we're just gonna open up the game and go from there. So I am feeling a lot better, thankfully. I think my voice still kind of sounds interesting only because it's really cold and wow, this is very loud. Oh my gosh, hold on one second. Oh, I do not like the sound of this game. Hold on. Let me get the game capture and everything going. I'm on observation duty. All right, TikTokies is about to hear the game. Hold on one second. You guys are about to hear the game before everyone else does, and you're gonna understand why I'm very concerned. I feel concerned right now. It is. Oh, that is so loud. Hold on. Let me turn that down. Let me turn that down, folks. We'll put it to here for right now. And I'll turn it down more if we need be. If need be. Okay. I'm gonna switch us over, and then again. Sorry, I did not realize how loud that was gonna be. It should be a little bit better now. Do you guys hear this game? Do you guys hear this game? What is happening with this game? What is happening with this game? This is so loud. This is extremely loud. All right, new game. So, old house, new house, and that's it. That's all we have because this is the very first I'm on observation duty. All right, the very first. So, also, can I get hypes in chat for my boo? Queen of Shadows is over on the Tiki-Talkies doing all of the things. So, I appreciate you, Boom. I love you, Boom. Why do you feel stupid? Don't say that. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're silly. Remember, we don't say that anymore. All right. I'm done with this music. I need you to just get into the game. I'm so done with this music. Oh, goodness. Okay. You can kind of tell how old this is. Love you too, Boo. I'm glad I was awake. I'm glad you are too. Oh, I have to press skip message. Okay. So we have to tell the anomalies. This is the game, Boos. This is the game. Oh, let me move my head. So the corner over here is where you can see what the name of the room is. I think the Tiki-Talkies can see most of that. So yeah, I didn't like the music. That was weird music. That was really weird music. How do I just click on it? How do I spot an anomaly? Oh, find anomaly report. Oh, okay. So, did that change? Hold on. This is the toilet. Oh gosh. Painting anomaly? Maybe? You got some news? Oh my gosh, let me know. Report pending. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, it looks like there's a lot in here. Is that missing item? Hold on. We're probably gonna fail this one. Object disappearance? Wasn't there like a laptop or something here? Yeah, what's the news, Ivy? Ivy, Queen, whatever you want. I bought jumpsuits as sort of a goal outfit. It was 2 sizes down, but it already Boo, that's amazing. That's so amazing. Those are my goals. I need to do something. I want to say I need to do something like that, but it's basically all my pregnancy, my pre-pregnancy clothes is my goal to fit into all of it again. But congratulations, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. You are goals. That's what you are. You are my goals. Okay, I'm so confused of not seeing anything different. Let me know if you guys see differences. That's an amazing achievement, and you should be really, really proud. This picture makes me uncomfortable. If it's comfortably too, I noticed my wardrobe was getting a little too loose. Good for you. What are you doing to like to drop the weight? Because I feel like I need some tips. I tried exercising. I need the motivation. It's hard. I don't have motivation. I try. I struggle to motivate myself. So I need helpful hints. I was running with the dog for a little bit, and then it got really cold outside, and then I stopped. I want to run. That's the thing is I want to run. I want to run on my own without the dog. I feel like that would be much easier, but there's no time for me to go out and run without the dog. Is this different? Lots of protein. I focus on trying to get my protein in so I feel fuller longer. Okay, and that I don't snack when I get bored. That's valid. That's something I need to do. because I'm snacking literally all day, every day. That is my favorite thing, is to sit there. I don't usually eat. Chair moved in the living room. Object movement. The chair moved. Wasn't it on the floor? Or something? Something was different about these chairs. Right? Report pending. Wow, this takes forever to report it. What? What? No, you're joking. You're joking. Okay, cool. Not that. This is no. No, that was. Is this object movement? How about kitchen object movement? Who knows? Also, I never said congratulations. Door opening. Well, door opening. I hear you. I hear you. I never said I never told you guys that Callie and Megs are streaking it up over on the Twitch side of things. Door opening. That one's a definite 100%. The fact that Megs has an 85 stream streak is actually insane. I need everyone to know that, because of the fact. Fixie Anomaly, please stand by. Thank you. The fact that I switched the schedule and she's still a golden boo. It's crazy. Streaky means something different. It means the same thing. It means the same thing in the US. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to be funny. I think I'm too tired. Committed. Committed to streaking all day, every day. I used to snack so much, but now if I snack, I go for protein snacks instead. What would be your protein snack? Like eggs? My husband makes a lot of hard-boiled eggs, so it worked. I took it literally. Okay, yeah, no, maybe I'm not awake enough to be funny. Dang, here I was excited, almost hitting 50. No, you're not. You're worth everything. What are you talking about, Laura? You're worth everything and a potato, because I really like potatoes. It's still very impressive. Dude, we're gonna lose this because I don't know the differences. I have to. Oh, that door is open. Hold on. Balcony. Door opening. That door wasn't open. Oh, there's a dude. Oh my gosh, there's a dude over there. Look at that. Ate some potatoes. That good for you, boo. Is that intruder? Yes, intruder. I didn't realize that there was a freaking intruder. The hecking hackers on a stick. Craziness. No anomaly? Wait, is that not an intruder? How is that not an intruder? Is that an object movement? Goodness gracious, Queen has a lot to do over on the Tiki-Talkie side of things. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's up with these Korean accounts, to be perfectly honest. I'm sorry. Missing object button. It's over. You fixed 1 out of 5. Wow. And I got an achievement for unaliving. Okay, it's gonna take us a hot minute. Okay, try again. I hate the music. All right. Focused. Okay, the chairs are all how they're supposed to be. Okay, hold on. This time I'm gonna get it. No, you're good, boo. I'm just glad it's not taking your time and attention. Thank you. Oh, there was an extra object there. Okay. I don't know what the rest of... The dude's not there. Wait, literally, what? The dude's not there anymore. How was that not an intruder? What are we playing? We're playing I'm on Observation Duty 1 because I played the 8th game last week and I really liked it. So I'm like, let's go old school and go to all of the old games. So we're starting from 1 and we're just going to keep playing all the games. Also, thank you for the membership. I added your star, Amy. I added your star. So, just to let you know. I didn't forget you. There's extra objects here. Oh, freaking frackers. Where can I put myself? Can I put myself? Oh, you can't. Here, I'm going to put myself down here. I think there's extra objects here. Balcony. Extra object. Send. There we go. But okay. So yeah, oh, you said, so eggs, beef jerky, protein bagels, chicken, lean meats. See, I wouldn't, that's the hardest thing about protein diets is that I don't like meat that much. And so because I don't really like meat, it makes it really, really hard for me to get on those high protein diets. I'm not a big meat eater. Look at Laura streaking 50 times. It's amazing. Yeah, I didn't even know what the stars are for, but I love you for adding me regardless. It's nearly 1 a.m. here, so I'm just gonna chill a while before sleep. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. And it's a new thing I started. So for memberships on YouTube, for subs on TikTok and Twitch, they all get a star that goes in the jar. And then for the only other thing that I put in there are hearts for the Tiki Talkie boos, for the heart me's. Is that an object movement? These ones are all very subtle. I'm gonna try. I feel like this wasn't there. You can also use protein powder in natural Greek yogurt. That table is different. Am I just going crazy? Is there there's extra object? Can I just click other? I don't know. The table looks different. Why am I not getting any of these? What about here? Is this an extra object? I feel like that's an extra object. I'm going crazy. There has to be an extra object right there. That cup wasn't always there. You can use, oh, I'm sorry. I already read that. What am I doing? I'm going crazy. I need to figure out how to get these anomalies. Oh, we started building Witchling sensory room next week. Oh, I love that. I need to, jeez, Freckles. Of course, it's observation duty. The second I got that notification, yeah, no, I knew you would be in here. I should have said something. I was supposed to play this game last week. Object movement in the bathroom. You can't tell me that's not an object movement. This is open. You can't tell me that. Do we get jump scares in this before I'm invested at what? No. In my dream, you have no. Okay. Painting anomaly. These ones are so sneaky. No, they are. This is the very first I'm on observation duty. I need to figure out. Wow, it's getting darker and darker. It's getting darker. What is it then? Would this be other? Okay, that's the thing. I need to figure out what these are. It is getting a lot darker, and it's really, really bothering me. Come on, report it. I put bedroom. I'm so dumb. I am silly. I'm so silly. This is obviously not the bedroom. This is the toilet. What does that say about me thinking that the bedroom was the toilet? What is it? What are you? This wasn't here. I don't know what these categories are. Thank you. Waddle. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Welcome on in, brother. Having a fire extinguisher in a bathroom is throwing me off, to be honest. Honestly, yes, I agree. I'm just like, I don't understand why. Tell me why. That is really strange. What's throwing me off is all the chairs are facing away from the table, and I don't like that. This has to be an extra object. I don't remember anything being there. This is the kitchen. Why is that not an object, extra object? Or maybe it's object movement. Maybe that cup was somewhere else. I'm crocheting a green Power Ranger. Expanding things I can make. I love that for you. I love that so much for you. Shadow. Shadow in the bathroom. Shadow anomaly. That one was obvious. These bathroom ones are really obvious. Probably a family intervention gone wrong. Something had to have happened in this bathroom. Something had to have happened in this bathroom to cause them this pain to have to do that. Something had to have happened. Okay, come on. Come on. I need more in the other rooms, please and thank you. I really need other things to happen. Or musical chairs. That could be it. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you, boo. Oh my goodness. So this week has been, how scary can it be? This game is not like super scary. Now I know there have been a few jump scares in the newer games that we have gotten, but for the most part, it's not that scary of a game. It's more like an eerie kind of situation. I think what's really eerie is the lack of music. That's kind of throwing me off. Has this door always been open? I feel like I did this last time. Door opening. I don't feel like the door was always open. I get it. I suck. Leave me alone. Picture changed. Come on. Come on, hurry up and report. Shoot. The quiet part is always the scary part. No, Evan, you're right. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I got too eager. Come on. Okay. This is living room. Painty anomaly. Go. That's definitely different. That's definitely different. I think they did good with the eerie factor. Was there anything here? This is object disappearance. Thank you. Like, it's just so loud suddenly. Okay. I don't think so. I don't either. I'm just trying. I'm trying anything. That's not normal. Balcony. Would that be object movement? Is that what object movement is? Literally an object moving? I'm excited to play Repo. Yes. Yes. Nim, happy new year to you as well. Oh, don't even worry about it being late. Don't even worry about it. I'm a new mom, okay? Nothing is on time. But happy new year to you and happy new year to everybody. I hope that 2026 is going well for you so far. Well, that's moving. Okay, so object movement is literally this. I think I'm going to call it and join the stream another time because I am absolutely crybaby. Horror games at this time will keep me awake for weeks. Have fun, everybody. Amy, don't even worry about it. You can definitely go watch it later. There will be chapters. So don't live your best life, okay? Sleep well, have the lovely dreams, and we will definitely see you in the next stream, boo. Thank you. Happy Halloween from last year. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Halloween. I am excited for next Halloween because depending on the amount of money I can raise this year, specifically for anyone who definitely wants to help out, everything on my TikTokies gets sent to my US account and everything on my Twitch gets sent to my US account, and that's the account I'm using to buy my plane tickets. So I'm just throwing that out there. We are starting to raise money at this moment. I am not touching my US account at the moment to raise the money I need to get home and everything. I had to do a delivery in Boston with a 35-foot box truck and had to back 300 yards down the one way into oncoming traffic because, oh my gosh, I love Boston itself, love Boston. Don't get me wrong. Boston is like one of my favorite cities, but gosh, Massachusetts, what is up with those roads? Hello? Living room? There's an intruder? You guys see this intruder here in the corner? All right, I almost missed him too. Because he's like the same color as everything inside that door. That has to count as intruder. If it... I'm sorry, how does that not count as intruder? Is that other? What would he be considered? Why? What is an intruder if that's not? Paint? Is it a painting? I thought it looks like a door to me. Maybe it is a painting. What are you if not an intruder? You don't know what you're doing. Why are you looking around so much? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 6 out of 10. What is he considered if he's not an intruder? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Anyway, we are going to Virginia. Excited to be able to play Destiny 2 without Nephew B trying to mess me up. Wait, you guys are going to Virginia? Or like the family's going, you're staying behind? This is hard because I don't know what the anomalies are considered. Hold on. Before we do... Oh, shush. Ghost? Would that have been considered a ghost? Okay, next time we'll do ghost and see if that's something. That was always there. All right. Good to know. Remember the scary painting game I never finished? The scary painting. Wait, was it the one that I held your hand through? Because I remember that. That was fun. Job, box truck again. Oh, okay. Okay. We need to focus. Okay, that was always open. We need to focus, guys. We need to focus. That was also always there, I guess.
Hello.
Now, I'm assuming it might have been a ghost. So now I need to know what the difference between an intruder and a ghost is. Hi, Ruby. Welcome on in, boo. I never realized we had ghost. Yes, that was fun. That was fun. We need to play something. You know what I really, really do want to play? Like, Repo is definitely one of them. I'm trying to get it all set up with my mods. I think I'm gonna talk to you mods about trying to set something up for February so that we can do a game together in February. Those are my hopes and dreams. And then I need to get people together. They don't even have to be my mods. They can be anybody. I just need to get people together so that we can play Phasmophobia. Because Freckles refuses because she's rude. Even though it's a fun game. It's a fun game. And I don't understand why she doesn't want to play Phasmophobia with me. So, will you guys play Phasmophobia with me? Because Freckles won't. I love you, boo. I was going to say, Laura, do you have Phasmophobia? That would be such a fun game for us to play. I will cry, but love it. That's great. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I want to play it so badly. Sign me up. Okay, perfect. We're gonna have to find a time that works for all of us. I'll post it in the collab section of my Discord so I can start talking with people. Sure, I'm gonna play the Joker and piss off the ghost every time. No. New map freaks me out. I've never played it. I've literally never played it because it came out and nobody. I say nobody. Freckles won't play with Juju and I because Juju... Oh, my daughter's awake. Juju... I think Juju is willing to play it, but, well, that was obvious. Freckles is not. Bedroom, door opening. Send. Oh, you can see it on this screen too. What is that? That's an abyss. That's an abyss. It's growing. That's growing. Hold on. We're gonna have to report that as well. That was one of my first. Really? That's surprising with how you don't like scary games. But I love that so much. I was gonna say, we need. You know who I really need to get to play that game? My mother. My mother is so freaking brave. I've never played it, but it is, I think, okay, so like, when it comes to like, there's quite a few, sorry, hold on, itchiness. It's winter time, my skin is dry, leave me alone, I have eczema. So when it comes to like the ghost hunting games, there's a couple of them out there. I was a baby, I love that. There's a couple of ghost hunting games out there, but I don't know what it is about Phasmophobia that I think that they just did it right. When it comes to the other ghost hunting games, I've never really had interest in purchasing them because I just didn't think, like, I think Demonologist was one that was like really good, that a lot of people were like, you gotta get this game, it's so much better than Phas. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just like loyalty, but I really liked Phasmophobia. And I think they did a really, really good job with that game. So I wasn't willing to get another game because Phasmophobia just did it. I feel like they did it the first time and they did it right. So they might not have been the first, but they felt like the first. Whose mom are you talking about? Mom's scared of everyone in the building. Yeah, but she's really brave when it comes to Phasmophobia because she's like, I don't have items. Let me sacrifice myself so that we can see where the ghost is or what the ghost is doing. No, Mom is really good at this game. Mama B, she's amazing at this game. Or not this game, but like Phasmophobia. She's really good at Phasmophobia. It's hilarious, honestly. I'm not seeing anything, which is concerning. Oh, what is that? Is that a light anomaly? Kitchen. I think that's a light anomaly. You see that tiny, itty bitty blinking that's happening right there? That you can almost not see? That little, okay. Is that other? I like Demonologist, but I prefer Phas. Yeah. That's why I guess it's kind of rude to be like, I don't like Demonologist. I never purchased it. But I was just like, I don't want to buy a whole bunch of the same game. Which is why I struggle. Okay, what the heck is it? Painting Anomaly? I struggle with all of the Lethal Company type games because they all are very similar. I'm like, why am I spending so much money on all of the games that are almost exactly the same? Like, unpopular opinion, I don't like it. Oh, that's a light anomaly outside. Light anomaly, send. I don't know what that blinking is. We're gonna have to figure it out. Word is said, there is a mob where one person knows the word and is trying to unalive the other players. Wait, what? What? That's hilarious. I love it. All right, isn't there? Yeah, there's a version where you can like play as the ghost and like haunt your friends. Stop blinking. What? Okay. But yeah, so I don't buy them either. Yeah. And bedroom. Object movement. And I don't buy much at all, to be honest. I have been buying a few things as of recently because I wanted a bunch of content for the coming year. So like this was one of the things that I'm like, this is worth the investment. So I think I bought the Observation Duty games. I bought Simulacra, all three of the games. I ended up buying, pre-ordering. I've never pre-ordered anything before in my life, but I pre-ordered Reanimal and the DLCs. So I'm so ready for those. And at this point, the only thing I'll purchase is any new game that looks like it's like worth it to buy. But I have so much content. I bought The Last of Us that I'm really excited to try out. I'm not sure when I'm going to be playing that. I also want to do another run of Detroit Become Human. I'm also considering doing another run of Subnautica VR, because I want to do some more VR things. Unique 안녕하세요. I would, but I have to focus on the PC upgrades first, sadly. So that was the thing, is like I decided to go and make all these purchases so that I have something for the coming year, so I don't need to buy anything now. I am like all set. That's different. It was for me, like I only bought the things because they were on sale. That was the big one, is that they were only on sale. So I only wanted to purchase what I knew was gonna go back up in price and something I knew I was gonna play. So that's why I'm like, I'm doing this right now. So everything was on sale, especially the Reanimal. That was a sale price. So I was like, I have to. RAM keeps going up and I just want to cry. I'm so sorry, boo. I'm so sorry. Say hi to nephew B. He is now on my lap. Hi, boo. Yeah, I thank you. No, it's exclamation mark nephew B. That's what it is. Exclamation mark nephew B for the Zaboomafoo. You got this. I believe in the power of you. And you and Zaboomafoo, come along and see what's new. We're doing the things that animals do. Thank you. He waved. Yay! Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Baby B has learned how to wave. She's learned how to wave, and she's doing a really good job standing up. All right. We're proud of her. Object movement. Yeah, she, at first we were like hello, wave, and she was just like clapping, because her favorite thing right now, whenever she's happy, she just starts clapping, which I love. I really do love. However, her clapping gets in the way with food. What is this blinking light, and why is it blinking? I don't understand this. It blinks sometimes and it stops blinking. I don't know what that is. It just has 5 weeks left. Let's freaking go. Raising those kiddos right with Zaboomafoo. Yes. I was going to say, at the moment, if I let baby watch TV or like need something in the car to like have her not scream, it is Miss Rachel or Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Those are the ones I allow her to watch. Other than that, I don't really like her watching a lot. I don't like her having screen time. So he loves Zaboomafoo. I was gonna say, at the moment, she's a little bit too young for Zaboomafoo. Baby, I want to give her some time before I actually start showing her TV shows that are not just a whole bunch of music and stuff. But my biggest thing is the low stimulation shows. But specifically, I only do those two because I've seen Miss Rachel and I've seen Mr. Rogers, and I know what she's watching. I need to make time to go watch the other ones that have been suggested to me, like Little Einstein was suggested to me, and I haven't gone and actually taken the time to go watch the episodes. So I won't let her see something unless I've watched it first. I know that some people might think I'm just an extra parent, but I'm a mom and I'm concerned for my daughter, okay? And I don't care if you don't like it. Don't do it with your kid. I'm doing it with my kid. Daniela, welcome on in. Welcome. I hate the people who like get super judgmental and like, why don't you just do this? Like, gosh, why are you being like this? I'm like, because she's my daughter and what I say goes. Like, Bluey's a good one for the older kids. I will let her watch Bluey because I like Bluey. Okay, I started watching Bluey and I was very impressed. And I was like, look, baby, it's Bluey. And she's just like, I don't care. She doesn't care for animations right now. That's the big one. She likes, if she watches anything on the TV, like if I have anything on TV and she's watching, it has to be like actual like actors and stuff. She doesn't care for the animation stuff. Your daughter loves Bluey. Bluey is so freaking good. Bluey, like 10 out of 10 would recommend to everyone's children because Bluey is, has her mouth always been open? Let's check. I stand by Bluey so much. I do too. Bluey teaches such good values to kids. And again, it's low simulation. And it's just really good. The The thing I like about it, thing I really like about it is that they, hello, that's definitely an intruder. Living room, that has to be an intruder. Ah! I'm sorry, what the heck? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you please? That scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. See, I told you guys, this game is like slow until something like that happens. Spirit fingers. No, I like that the Bluey teaches like adult issues to children in a way that they can understand. Appeals to a wide range of kids, babies, and to like 8-year-olds, basically. Yeah. And then there's like this whole group of adults who actually really like it. And I know a lot of like teenagers really like Bluey too. So, you know what? I'm for Bluey. I'm for Bluey for president. Like, that almost scared me. That did scare me. I don't know about you, but that scared me. All right. I don't see anything. We're gonna lose. I literally don't see anything. Hello. Okay. No, saw something. Kitchen. Is that considered other? I'm assuming that would be other. Unless that's an intruder? And then we'll try other, and then we'll try intruder, and then we'll try painting. It was other. Good. Got it. Okay. Good for me. High five, Becky. All right. I think that's the hardest part about this game. It's just I don't know what everything is classified under. So I'm really struggling. Wait, something happened here. Did something happen? Right here? No? Just me? Okay. Was it my phone when that happened? No. I would have thrown my phone if I could have, but my phone is there for ticky talkies. So also, oh my gosh, that reminds me. Okay. Hubby B and I are trying AliExpress again. So at the moment, I currently use my phone as the camera so that if you guys send me any gifts, it'll do like the head tracking for TikTok. And I wasn't doing that before, but now I am because it's dumb that it won't let me do it through OBS. And so I really wanted to get a webcam. Honestly, I wanted a Logitech. Logitech's like the cheapest one I would go is my second camera, and that one's like $100. I don't want to spend $100 on a web camera just for TikTok. No offense. I love you guys on TikTok, but I'm not willing to spend the money on TikTok just for a camera angle. So I was like, why don't we... My husband got a coupon on AliExpress, and he's like, we just need to buy a bunch of stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I really want a webcam. And he's like, why? I'm like, because I need the tracking for TikTok. And he's like, okay. So we looked around, and he's like, well, what, do you need like 4K? I'm like, honestly, I don't need 4K. I didn't realize the mouse arrow was green. I thought it was an anomaly. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. What am I missing? Ugh. I got 8 out of 12. No, yeah, that's not an anomaly. That's a mouse. But you're okay, boo. Good eye, good eye. Try again. What is literally what changed? Look around, guys. Memorize every small, minor detail. Because I did not see a single change. This one is hard. I don't have my glasses on. Well, boo. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I was like, I'm going to wear glasses today because I feel like it's going to help. But yeah, so we were like, let's get... He's like, do you want like a camera that's like 4K? I'm like, my computer can only do 2K because of my screen. So I don't need a 4K camera. It's like, all right. So we found one. It's like maybe about like $10. I don't know if it's going to be good, but if it isn't, then we only wasted $10 on it. So I got a $10 webcam. There was a Stranger Things hoodie that had the Hellfire on it. And I was like, well, I want that because I'm obsessed with Stranger Things. Also, Conformity Gate. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I didn't, like, I kind of knew that conformity gate wasn't happening. And for anyone who doesn't know, it's not a spoiler, but I finally watched all the episodes of Stranger Things. My husband and I, hubby B and I just like binged all of the episodes. But conformity gate was basically what a lot of people thought was going to happen on January 7th. Sorry. They thought it was going to happen on January 7th. And it was supposed to be like a final episode to actually answer all the questions and to really see like all of the things. Like there are so many questions and there's so many coincidences of things happening in the game, in the movie, in the show, whatever the frick it is. And so a lot of people thought like, oh, you know what? It's not a bad ending. Because a lot of people were complaining that they're like, this is a really, really crappy ending. And I personally thought that the ending was not bad. I had questions. I had a lot of questions. Like I was also on the boat of where are the demi-dogs and where are the demi-gorgons? Like, what are they doing during this encounter and everything? So like I had questions, but like it's the biggest thing is just like, I don't know, the ending. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, but it would have answered a lot of questions. There were a lot of things that happened. I'm not seeing a single thing. Let me know if you guys see anything. There were a lot of things. Is this an extra object? You guys can't see it, but toilet extra object. I don't know if there was an object on the whatever is it. This isn't a toilet. This is a bidet. I don't know what this is. This is a sink. That's a sink. That's a really, really close together sink with your toilet. There was so much room in here. Okay, I guess that's always been there. There's so much room. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, so everyone thought that the conformity gate was going to be coming out on the 7th. I'm really upset that it didn't happen because I really did want it. But I kind of had like a suspicion. I'm like, I don't think we're really gonna. I think that was the ending. That was definitely the ending. We're not getting anything else. So I was disappointed, but I'm kind of excited that the 12th they're going to be releasing. Can you just not? I understand. Oh, was it? Yes, the chairs moved. Okay. But yeah, so there's no one. There is not anybody. I think I kind of prefer that have to select the object in the later games, but this seems easier. But for some reason, I'm not catching any of them. So I feel like they're so subtle. Whatever is the anomalies in this game, they're so subtle that I can't tell. That is my struggle right now. And I like that we have unanswered questions. So I don't mind the unanswered questions. What I do mind, like, I don't want to go into super detail because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's not so much the questions. There's so many things that happen that seem off. And you're like, why? And it's not even just the ending, like hand placements and like collaborations happened where there was like they were saying like wake up Mike and stuff like that. And there were so many things that happened where I'm just like, this doesn't fit in. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. And so I'm just like, I need this to be answered. I need this to be addressed. Why? It seems like you just kind of skipped over these things. Dream theory, yes. So start back to 1. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're starting at 1. I'm struggling though, because this one is so much harder than the rest of them for some reason. And so it's like little things like that, which kind of upset me, that it feels like some details were just, if they're not going to answer any of these questions or any of these like coincidences, it's like, okay, so it's either you guys are planning something for later down the road to answer all these questions. It was just lazy production for the last one. And then there's a lot of people who are like divorce theory, where they're just like, one of the Duffer brothers ended up getting a divorce. I was so deep in the TikTok this week One of the Duffer brothers got divorced, and he divorced the wife was like part of like the Nightmare on Elm Street production somehow. I don't know exactly what she did with it, but everyone's like, oh, she was definitely holding the glue together for this show. And now that she's not here, that's why the show sucks. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, that's a theory. So, yeah, maybe. I don't want to blame it on that, but that's a really big life event that kind of messes with you, I feel. So, I'm sorry, what? Kitchen object movement. The med kit gone from the toilet. Thank you. You're right. Why did I not see that? You're right. Thank you. I need help. Help. Somebody help. But it just bothers me that there's so many like little coincidences that happened. Not coincidence, but like, read one more I said in chat. Cigarettes gone from the balcony. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, is this balcony? Object disappearance. Thank you. But yeah, that was a good spot. That was a good spot. I don't know why I'm not getting those things. But it's just like we can totally talk about it later in chat because I need someone to talk about it with. Because I've been talking to my husband, but he's not as excited about all of these things as I am. And so I'm just like, I need somebody to sit here and talk Stranger Things with me, because I literally went so far down the rabbit hole this week into all of like the little pieces of evidence that would assume that like even is it Jimmy Fallon show invited the actor who played Vecna like a week after the show came out, which was really odd. And then the things that he said in the show was like, are you just, hello, Shadow? Are you just literally trolling us? Was that, I feel like it was either hints or like hardcore trolling. So, which valid for the type of show it is, but still makes me angry. I need someone to sit here and talk about all of these conspiracy theories that are around Stranger Things. If you're that person, I'll love you dearly. And if anyone wants to sit there and like go hardcore, super deep into it, I will make a channel in Discord for us to talk about Stranger Things, like where we won't spoil it for everybody. Because my gosh, okay, so the ending that we did get, I did like that ending. I did like it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I didn't think it was horrible. I haven't seen it, but I'll listen. I won't talk about it. I won't talk about it. I don't want to be that boo. I feel that's why like the things that were said on the Jimmy Fallon show also might give things away. So that's why I haven't said anything. But image, living room, painty anomaly. It's just, there's so many coincidences. Not coincidences, but like there's so many things that seem either really poorly thought of, like they just didn't care to prepare every small minute detail, which is ridiculous because the reason that so many people thought there was going to be a 9th episode on the 7th is that like even Netflix seemed to be like trolling us because everything was like pointed to 1/7. Everything that happened in like post and stuff all pointed to like January 7th. Like even videos ending at 1 minute and 7 seconds, even like teasers and stuff had like 7 in it in the show. 7 was brought up a lot. Like, come on. And you're telling me that it was literally nothing? Is this extra object? Bedroom. I feel like there's more whatever these are. Maggots, bullets, I don't know, but there's more of them. I've not seen any of it, so you're good, unless others don't want to hear it. See, that's the thing is I don't know if others want to wait. Does anyone, oh, door opening. Does anyone want me to not talk about it? If you want me to talk about it, I will go so deep into it. But I need to know if somebody doesn't want spoils. If you don't want spoils for Stranger Things, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm about to go deep into this while we play this game, if you guys let me. I'm about to do everything. So I need you guys, if you guys don't want to hear about the Stranger Things finale, or you don't want spoils, you need to say something now. I will give you guys, because there's a delay, I will give you guys like 5 minutes, and then I'll make one more warning that we're talking about Stranger Things, and then we're gonna get into it. Door opening. The door opening ones are so nice. I like the door opening ones. I've seen it. I'm so glad I was able to see it like really close to when it came out. If I wasn't a parent, I would have seen it the day it came out. I'm a parent, and baby needs our attention, so I wasn't able to watch it. I am considering rewatching it though, because I wasn't able to fully pay attention because we did have baby in the room with us. So, but my gosh, the pin a post, it's fine. People, if there's not that many people here, which is not a bad thing. I love every single last one of you guys who are here. And know that I really appreciate the boos who come through on these stream days, especially on the Twitch side of things, because I know that something happened. Our regular boos aren't here. Is it object disappearance? I didn't see it. Or movement? I don't know. I was gonna say, for the boos who come here, box missing. Okay, box missing. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. You guys really, really mean a lot to me. And even though our numbers are not as high as my other, especially like my weekend streams and everything, I'm so appreciative of the people who still are like, I'm going to come and watch Becky at a random time that is not her normal schedule. Thank you. Thank you, every last one of you boos who are here right now on any of the streams. Know that I love you and I appreciate your presence, okay? That being said, there's not as many people, so I feel like if you really didn't want to hear anything, like you can type it out. Type it out. But yeah, I'm about to spoil the ending. So if you don't want the ending spoils, talk now. Or hold your peace. I already said it, but I'll give you guys a couple minutes. I'm giving you guys a couple minutes, and gosh, we're doing real. I feel like we're doing better on this round, but I still am not seeing as many things. It's just there's so many things that make me so angry about the show. 1:21 a.m. here, and I can't think of anywhere better to be when I can't sleep. Aw, thank you. Is it Gaff? Gaff, this is I'm on observation duty 1. The very first I'm on observation duty game. I decided that we're going to play all of the observation duty games until we beat all of them. So we're starting back from the very beginning and moving forward. So the observation duty games, they're very slow paced, but they're some of my favorite games. I really, really love these games. So I'm really glad that we're able to play this. I like it. I'm very happy. So, but I'm giving you guys, when the ads are over on the Twitch side of things, I need everybody to be ready to hear Stranger Things. All right? I'm about to talk about the endings. I'm about to spoil the world, okay? And then I'm going to tell you guys about all of the theories that I've seen on TikTok that I'm so excited about. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Is that extra object? Kitchen. Extra object. I feel like that's extra object. I still don't know what the frick this is, but I guess it doesn't matter. Come on. Give me something. Give me something. We're gonna lose this again. We're gonna lose again. We're gonna lose again, and I'm gonna be very upset. But it's just, there's so many things, and it's like, they literally, the worst part is I saw an interview before Stranger Things came out, the finale, before the finale came out, where that's a light anomaly, where the Duffer Brothers were like talking about it, the devs of the movie, the directors, and how they're like, you know, a lot of people get really upset with like the end of games, they get really, really upset with like at the end of games. I mean, I get upset at the end of games. They get upset with like the endings of like really long shows and stuff. And so they're like, don't worry, we won't be doing that. We won't be disappointing the audience like all the other, like they basically compared it to like Game of Thrones and everything. And they're like, we won't disappoint you guys. And then what did they do? They disappointed the majority of their audience. And also, oh, okay, I gotta wait. I have questions too. Okay, I have questions too. Where I think I have the answers, but I'm also like really upset about it. So again, once we have 3-minute ads that are running on the Twitchy side of things, and then I will sit here and talk your ears off about Stranger Things, okay? So know that there's Stranger Things spoils about to happen in this life, okay? You gotta take out the dogs. Don't worry, you got time. Also, I just realized, Tiki Taki, I'm so sorry that you guys don't need that. That is not necessary today. Okay. I'm just so used to playing Palia. There's just it's just I the ending, I will say I was a little disappointed with the ending. But there were things that I was like, I think they did really good. Was the painting always there? Wait, where? My opinion, the ending was fine. I thought the ending... hello, are you a ghost? Toilet? You guys see him? You guys can see him, right? I'm gonna put ghost this time. Right? You guys can see his little head sticking out, right? What's up? Hello, welcome on in, Lucas. He's not a ghost, he's an intruder. He feels like an intruder, but I'm putting down ghost. Maybe he is an intruder. We're going to figure this out because I can't, for some reason, I can't get it. If it's not intruder, I'm going to put other. Give me something. What the heck? What are you? Ghosts are see-through? I agree. But like, what if it's not an intruder, it's not a ghost? What the freaking frackers is it? What the freaking frackers are you? What is that? I don't know. Mannequin? There's not a mannequin option. Is it extra object? I am so angry. That gets me every freaking time. One of those dudes get me every freaking time. What the frick is it? There are no other options for a person's head sticking out of the sink. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. That is such bull. That is such bull. Okay, we are back from the ads. If you, I'm gonna full face Becky. If you do not want spoils for Stranger Things, I'm sorry I'm about to spoil it. Please stop watching. But also don't stop watching. Like mute me or something, and then I'll let you know. I'll go full screen again, Becky, when we're done with it. Okay, guys. First off, where the frick is Susie? Where the frick is Susie in the ending? When Will is talking about everyone's happy endings, where the frick is Susie? Becky is funny from TikTok. I know. You guys don't get the full Becky, but know that I love you. So Will goes in the D&D game. Will goes and talks about everyone's happy endings, right? And how they're like, oh, like, this is what is going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to you. And then Dustin was like, just getting a visit from Steve. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why are we saying that like Will gets a boyfriend and like that Max and Lucas end up like living happily ever after. And then Dustin gets a visit from Steve. Like, I thought he had a girlfriend, Susie, who basically helped us save the world like twice. Right? Where the frick is she? Why did we just forget about her? That bothered me more than anything. I even, like, it wasn't even something I saw on TikTok. I stated to my husband, I'm like, what about Susie? I thought he had Susie. That's different. That's an object movement. Toilet. Object movement. Friendship meant a lot to him, right? I guess so. I guess friendship was more important than girlfriend. Friendship was more important to him than a freaking girlfriend, I guess. So, if that's not an object movement, I'm going to be angry. Thank you. But, like, I was so frustrating because I'm just like, what the heck? I loved Susie. But, so, I wasn't the only one who questioned this. So, this was another rabbit hole I went down on TikTok. And so, TikTok was saying that basically, it was basically that her line, like, her sections of the show were not received as well with the audience as, like, it was basically the same thing with what's her name, the sister, with like the whole thing in season 2 where 11 meets her sister, which that's not a spoiler if you've seen that was forever ago. I'm not spoiling at this point. But like the things that weren't so well perceived were I missed your face too, Dee Dee. And so the audience didn't like Susie as much, which I'm just like, why didn't you like Susie? I love Susie. The whole singing during the moment of sheer panic with the big dude. Can't remember what he is now. That whole thing was just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. But like, I guess a lot of people are like, it seemed really odd that they were singing during that. I'm like, that was the funny part about it. That's what made it funny. What do you mean you didn't like it? Who she is, but I also don't like Susie. No, Susie was great. She saved the world twice, okay? Another question I have. So, like these, I'm going to start off with all my questions that I have about the show. And that's different, right? Kitchen. Didn't it have a face? I've not seen any of it, but I relate to Susie. I'd probably sing too. They sing like the turn around, look at what you see. It was so beautifully done between Dustin and her. It was so cute. I loved that. I literally have it on my Spotify playlist because I like the way that they sang it together. It made me full of joy and gave me happiness, okay? I loved it. Now, when it comes to Stranger Things, they basically explain that the Upside Down is like an area that is not another dimension. So it is actually a bridge to another dimension. And my question to the class is like, okay, so I get it. There was the wall, and that was like kind of like the tunnel that was Vecna's like living area and our world, and this was just like the in-between part. So how far does that go? Is my question. How far does it is it only in Hawkins? Because Russia was able to get in there. So like, is it the entire world and then the tunnel part is just specifically in Hawkins? I didn't understand that. So, I'm sorry. Hello? Hello? Is that an intruder? A really cute intruder. It was a black hole that connected two planets. But how far out did that black hole expand? Okay, come on. This is so frustrating. Is it a shadow anomaly? This is so frustrating. You see that up there. That's an intruder if I didn't know. Like, it's not a shadow anomaly. I'm gonna do ghost. This is so frustrating. What the frickin' frackers are they? What the frickin' frackers are they? So yeah, it's like a black hole. It's a black hole area that's connecting two planets. But how far does it expand? The planet, there are different doors in different places. Oh, okay. Because that was really, really bothering me. Because I'm just like, we know Russia. And also, what the heck? We were so focused on Russia and Russia doing all these things. And then like this last season, Russia wasn't even a part of it. So maybe extra object. Would a person be considered an extra object? I'm literally I'm willing to throw the game to figure out which one we're doing here. Because that's something. I'm willing to throw the game right now. Okay, we're gonna go from the bottom. Object movement. It was the 80s. The fight with Russia was big then. And no, it was. But the thing about it is they just completely left out Russia from the entirety of the last season, where Russia was like a really, really big presence during the whole show. Camera malfunction? And then suddenly, like, we were like, no, it doesn't matter. Russia doesn't matter anymore. And that bothered me. Yeah, this is something. I'm so Abyss presence. I don't know. We're just going to go down the list at this point until I get told that there's too many anomalies. Not an Abyss presence. It's not a camera malfunction. It's not a door opening, but frickin' frackers, let's do it. I don't know what it is. The season was focused in Hawkins, where the gate was opened. But like, I feel like I guess that's true. I guess that's fine. But it's still, okay, skip the message. Hold on. Let me go find something. Oh, it's in this room. Kitchen. Okay. Would this one be considered? Let's try intruder. It's in that room. That's why. Shadow. There's a shadow here. I'll do the shadow right now. Is it not an intruder? I'm done. I'm done with life. Like, thank you. Frickin' frackadoodles on a stick. He's gone now, right? Yeah, he's gone. So that was an intruder. We got it. It was the wrong room. It was the wrong room. Yeah, I guess the last season was really focused on Hawkins. Well, I guess that makes sense too because they were quarantined. They were basically blocked off. I think this is a paint anomaly in the living room. So that was sneaky. That was really sneaky because I'm like, I swear it's in this room. But yeah, so Susie was gone. Where did Russia go? Who knows? So there was another question I had. Oh, I can't remember it for the life of me. But also, apparently, did you guys know that from what I've been... Hello? This one's other, I think. From what I've been looking at for everything going on with the coverage of the show, apparently, Holly, girl was 7 years old. Apparently, her character's 7 years old. In the whole time where Mr. Whatsit took her and it's like, go ahead and do whatever you want in my house, have fun. And then she goes and like bakes. I'm like, a 7-year-old? A 7-year-old can't... Am I just like, was I just a dumb 7-year-old who couldn't bake? Because I never was able to bake like that by myself at 7 years old. Okay? I did not, that's the thing that really confused me too, was that we went from Holly, and if you watched that was season 5, so season 4, the ending of season 4, Holly is looking out the window going like, Mommy, it's snowing. So we go from that little tiny Holly to this big grown, like, I know they changed the actors. I know that's a thing, but light anomaly. But like, it seemed like Holly just had the biggest growth spurt of her life and went from like a small child to like a freaking teenager overnight, which I mean, valid, it happens, but it was, I just, that bothered me a little bit. Like the amount of, like, I think it was supposed to be like 2 years from the time, wasn't it a 2-year gap between the time of season 4 and season 5? That's what I was told, was that there was a 2-year gap. And then on top of that, speaking of the 2-year gap, apparently like everything is wrong about the graduation. Specifically the year. They weren't supposed to, I think they were supposed to graduate in 1989, not 1987. So what was up with that? Was that just a detail? They just like, No one will freaking
It's gonna
notice.
sound weird.
Hi,
but
Queenie.
for a second, I think you took on the shape of a unicorn.
We're talking about Stranger Things spoilers, so just to let you know. I forgot again. Don't worry about it. Cigarettes, thank you. Object disappearance. And so it's just like that was just completely ignored. Did you really think that the audience wouldn't notice that you guys messed up the dates? Which is why so many, because Stranger Things has always told us, like, look at the obvious things. Always look at the obvious things. Like, the tiny little details matter. And so you get your whole audience to look for the tiny little details, and then you freaking mess up all these details. And so, speaking of graduation, apparently in the 80s, they didn't really like to have, they didn't like to have the graduation outfits be orange. Hello, Allie. Welcome on in. They didn't want the graduation outfits to look orange because it looked too much like jumpsuits. And then we have like freaking orange. Thank you for the subby. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Hello? I'm sorry. I didn't know someone was in here. I feel weird looking at your booty. But I also feel weird looking at your head and just your body in general. So, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's over? Wait, why is it over? I'm so angry. I'm so angry. We're trying this. Sorry, I don't mean to swear, but we're fucking trying this again. Okay. I'm so angry. I am so full of rage. I hate this game. But I love it at the same time because I have to beat it. That was such bull. Was I supposed to switch cameras and not look at him? I don't know, man. But okay, so orange jumpsuits. Orange was not the color. Apparently, even everyone was saying that Hawkins High School was like green, not orange. So that was kind of weird. The way that everybody was sitting, that whole graduation scene, there are so many little tiny details. We're like, don't look at the details. Don't look at the details. It's like, no, or look at all the details. They're important. And so we're looking at the details. And then it's like, did you just not care? Like, so the way that all of the kids were sitting in the graduation, they all had their hands cupped over them like this, okay? Just the same way that Billy would stand after he was taken over by Vecna, the Mind Flayer, and the same way that Henry stands. Whenever Henry's doing anything, he's always standing with his hands together. All of the kids in the graduation scene did that too. And so it's like, interesting. Then when you zoomed in, we're going into the deepness of the conformity gate, okay? Because I have just been in a TikTok rabbit hole about this. So when we zoomed in on every one of the characters during that, behind them, there was somebody who had like the same glasses as Henry. Now, I can possibly chalk that up to the fashion statement. That I can chalk that up to everyone. That was a style of glasses that were really, really popular back then. So maybe I can maybe let that one slide, but it does seem like quite a coincidence that like every character had someone behind them. Like I think it was like behind them to like their left, our right, that had the glasses on. So interesting. Okay. Then object, is that that's an object movement. Living room, object movement. Or extra object, but I think it's an object movement. Then if you look in the look all the way in the back at the audience, at the parents, there's a person in the back holding up a sign that has nothing written on it. Extra object? There's literally nothing written on this sign that would say like, congratulations to my child or something. Nothing's written on it. I just got home and it's 33 out. Yeah, lay under that AC. That's ridiculous. No. It's freezing here. It was like last night I went to walk the dog. It was like -5 outside. It's pretty amazing to see how much this evolved from observation 1 to 8. No, for real though. For real. Because I've never been so angry in my life. Okay, so why did one of the parents have a sign that said nothing? Sus. Kind of sus. Also really, really upset that we have a snowstorm. Oh my gosh, be careful, booze. Heat or snow. Everyone be careful, take care of yourselves. Drink water, stay hydrated. That'll help all temperatures, probably. 70 stream streak? Queenie, that's insane. Queenie streaking 70 times on my stream. But, okay, so, like, the other thing I was really upset with was Erica. This is not even conformity gate. This is just me. I was really, really upset. It's because I stand for you. Thank you. I was really upset that everyone got, like, these little happy endings. Erica was such a big part of the show from season, like, I think it's from season 2 on. She was such a huge part of the show, or season 3. And then they didn't even give her, like, a proper ending. And I was really upset about that. I thought Erica was enough of a strong character to deserve an ending like that. Like, to deserve giving her an ending. And so the fact that they didn't, she was one of my favorite characters. Now, question for the class, who is your favorite character in the show? Because mine is it's a split between Dustin and Steve. But maybe I just like their dynamic together. Maybe that's my thing. But they're some of my favorites. But Erica is definitely, like, close behind both of them. Those were the ones that I cared for the most. But the fact that, like, everyone gets to, like, get their little endings and stuff, even, like, the older kids, like Nancy and Jonathan and, oh my gosh, what's her name? The girl, Steve's friend. Steve's friend, the girl. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember her name? It starts with, like, a J, doesn't it? And I keep trying to say Joyce, and it's not Robin. It's not J. It's R. Robin. Even Robin gets, like, her like, little ending skit and everything. What about Erica? Justice for Erica. You can't spell America without Erica. Come on. I just wanted to be included in the conversation. No, you're fine. Thank you for being included in the conversation. I love you. That hunk. I love Steve. I don't love Steve for his attractiveness. Although he was, if we're going off attractiveness, Billy. All right, Billy. I liked him. Okay, where's the door? Door opening. There we go. He was nice to look at. He was fun to look at. Kind of sad. Really sad. I cried with his ending. But the whole graduation scene just seemed weird. And then the next part of the graduation scene, that conformity gate, guys, we're hard in the conformity gate right now. Dustin shows off, he takes off, like, his dress shirt and shows his Hellfire Club shirt. If you look in detail at the Hellfire shirt, it is not the same Hellfire shirt as the one that Eddie used to wear. And with how heartbroken Dustin is about Eddie, and Eddie made those shirts, I don't understand. Hello? I don't understand this either. You're an intruder? I'm switching because I don't want to get got. It's not an intruder. I don't know what it is. Are you an intruder? Report. Please report. Thank you. There's probably a set design costume thing. But again, the Duffer Brothers kept telling us, look at all the tiny details. Throughout the entirety of this series, they kept telling us, look at the tiny details. And then they changed. And that's the thing, is like, they were not a small Netflix show. They had a freaking budget, okay? Just like with Holly's Under Armour. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, because Under Armour wasn't even out yet. That's something where I'm just like, they were. This is why I'm a little upset with the ending, because I feel like they gave the least amount of effort towards this ending. And so, like, Oh, picture anomaly. This does not make sense. Two things about it, which is why a lot of people thought conformity gate. So one, they changed the sword on the side of it, and they changed another on the other side. They changed a little bit too. But they changed that. And then it went from a shirt that had color to a black and white shirt. And so I might be able to be okay with it being a black white shirt because it looks like maybe he markered it and he drew it himself. But again, with how important Hellfire was to him, with how important Eddie was to him, I don't feel like he would be like, let me do my own take of Hellfire. Like, I feel like it would be spot on. And then, as we know, when it came to Holly, where Holly was trying to figure out like the weird thing about the playground, she was like the what is it called? It's not a merry-go-round. It's a spinning wheel thing that kids play on. I don't remember what they're called. The center of it was yellow, but then it turned gray. It turned gray in like in Mr. What's-It's like memory when they were in his memories. So we know the roundabout. Yeah, you literally named it merry-go-round, and that's the right. Is it called? It doesn't feel like it's a merry-go-round because I feel like a merry-go-round is with like the horses. This one is like the playground toy. The roundabout. This roundabout sounds better. And so it was yellow, but then in Mr. What's-It's memory, it was gray. And so then people were thinking like, okay, well, usually the Hellfire shirt has red. Thank you so much for the heart, me. I appreciate you. I love that I have tracking. I love that I can track my head now. My boo. Let me get you a heart. Hold on. Is there? I can't pause. Oh, I can pause. Hold on. Pause. Hold on. I gotta find a heart. There's one. I think I found one. Yes. Okay. You don't get to pick the color because I don't have a lot of colors on them. So heart me. Boop. Thank you. All right. Lucky I hate the snow. I want snow so badly. You have no idea. But so, light anomaly in the living room. So a lot of people, fun fact, it goes by both names. Interesting. Had no idea. It doesn't feel like a merry-go-round, but I guess that makes sense. But the thing, oh, you live in Malaysia? No, I live in Korea and we do get snow, but I live in like a warm part of Korea. So we rarely get snow and it's really upsetting. But so the merry-go-round, the roundabout, whatever you want to call it, the center was gray when it was supposed to be yellow. So a lot of people were thinking that the Hellfire shirt was supposed to have color. So that we must be inside of like Henry Vecna, aka Vecna's memories. Okay, you're in the UK. Why does the UK sound better to me? That's weird. Light anomaly out on the balcony. Okay. And so that was something I'm like, that does seem confusing. It seems confusing. Now, what I will state is that I really, really enjoyed the fact that Dustin was valedictorian first off, which is crazy to think of with all of the problems he was having in school. The fact that he made valedictorian, not a conformity theory thing, but still, I'm impressed. And then I love that he did the thing where he gave the principal the bird and did and said all the things that Eddie said that he was going to do when he graduated. So I like that they did that. I was like already in tears at that point. Object movement. So good for them on that. I will give them compliments on that. Now, I think that's cute. I like that they added those little tiny details like that. I think it was really cute. It was really, it was Dustin. It was Dustin. He loved Eddie. The fight that they had, him and Steve have, where Steve was like, Eddie put himself in a dangerous situation, got himself unalived. I cried with that. Their fight and everything, I cried with that. But I'm glad that they made it up when he was trying to go up the stairs and he's like, no, don't do it. I can't lose you too. And I was just like, I literally want to cry right now thinking about it. I think they did a good job. I think every season they did a really good job to make me cry because I did. I understand why the ending scene, they don't talk about what happened. See, that the ending like that, those open like endings. I guess it was a good way to conclude the series, but it left room for a lot of people who thought about conformity gate. Like Robin did in the radio show about no government. Yeah, exactly. And then, oh, speaking of the radio show, so one of the biggest things for the conformity gate is in the show, when we start off, there's like a dial that she turns, which is another reason why we're like, conformity gate. It was red. It was a red, like the arrow on the dial was red. And then at the end of it, when they turn it, it's now gray. So again, we have the merry-go-round roundabout that got grayed out. We have the Hellfire shirt that got grayed out. And now we also have the little dial that got grayed out. So how could people not come, like, is this just, like, some people are like, well, maybe they didn't think about the details. You don't realize how much money they had for this show. To not look at the details was just such, like, just throwing out the ending. It feels like there was not a lot of effort. If we're really going off of, that's it, that's the show, then I feel like they put the least amount of effort towards everything because they wanted that Vecna fight to be so passionate and everything. But then we get to the Vecna fight. Where was Will? Where was Will, guys? Why? Object movement. Toilet. Object movement. Shush your face. Will, every time that we've hurt the Mind Flayer, every time that we've hurt Vecna, every time that we've done anything with the Demogorgons, Demodogs, whatever, Will has always had an effect. He is extra object in here. There's an eyeball in here. It has always affected Will. It has always hurt Will. Why was Will completely, totally fine during this huge fight where we unalive Vecna, and he was just like, no, it's okay. I'm okay. What? He had to have still had the particles in him because he was channeling Vecna's power. So the freaking frack, and then like the Duffer brothers like, oh, he was off to the side. So yeah, it's like, huh? It hurt Will because I think fear and doubt was the way. Yeah, fear and doubt was the way that he controlled him, but he was still like a part of him. So it doesn't make sense that he wouldn't be affected by this, but maybe after he was like, he had his like coming out scene, maybe he couldn't get hurt by him anymore. I guess I could see it as that. Once Will cleared that out in the last episode, I guess maybe, but it was a two-way street and he turned it into a one-way street. I guess maybe we could, hello? You're panting like a dog. I need you to stop. I need you to stop panting like a dog. I'm switching because I'm so scared that we might not. It might do the thing in the bathroom again. Thank you. So, weird. I'm trying to remember all the conformity gate stuff. Give me a hot second. Because there were more. There were so much more. One that I will say that probably is not Vecna, but could be Vecna. Because bed moved? It did. You're right. Edger, I've been looking at it being like, that's weird. Object movement. So the whole idea is that Vecna, Mike, a lot of people consider Mike to still be like controlled by Vecna. And this is Mike coping with Vecna and everything. So, when it comes to, wait, it was there and my daughter's screaming and I have a hard time thinking when she's crying. She's fine, by the way. So when it comes to, oh, I was on a roll with something. What was I on a roll with? Oh, when it comes to Vecna's knowledge of everybody is like very limited on like what is actually going on, because all he could really see was what Will could see and what Billy could see and whoever was controlled by him could see. And so a lot of people are like, why did Steve end up being a baseball coach? Why was Steve a baseball coach when he played basketball? His sport was basketball, not baseball. So why suddenly now Okay, there's the person there again. Okay, balcony. We will try ghost. This one is weird. I know it's there. I see it. I'm going to keep going, and we're going to keep trying other things while I look for other anomalies. It was a freaking ghost? Are you kidding me? It was a ghost. Wasn't baseball a summer and basketball was a winter sport? Yes, but... Well, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, well, like, yes and no. But, like, a lot of people, the reason that they think that he's concerned... What is this? Is this an abyss? I think so. I think that's an abyss. The reason that a lot of people think that he ended up being a baseball coach instead of like anything else is because Vecna has only seen him with a baseball bat attacking the Demodogs. And so he just assumed that he was a baseball player and has put him as a baseball coach in Will's mind. And so, like, that's something that some people are talking about with the this new theory. I think maybe extra object. I feel like you guys see that? Yeah, you can. Right there. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but that's weird. And so a lot of people are like, well, maybe Vecna doesn't, which is why Robin's girlfriend, wait, what's the new theory? Conformity gate. We're talking about conformity gate, where a lot of people thought that there was going to be a 9th episode yesterday. Not yesterday, like, well, yeah, yesterday, US time. Everyone thought there was going to be a 9th episode, and then the 9th episode didn't happen. And so there was a lot of, like, theories as to why there would be a 9th episode. And so I'm kind of talking about all the things that I've seen on TikTok because I went down the biggest rabbit hole in the world. And so, oh, that's gone now. Oh. And so the reason that Robin's girlfriend was not in the finale, although object disappearance. That a lot of people think is because, object disappearance, witching hour. I got an achievement for surviving to witching hour. I never noticed. So she was kind of talked about by Robin being like having a possessive girlfriend who like panics about everything. So I feel like she was, this was the object that was missing. I feel like she was mentioned, but I think the reason she wasn't there was because Vecna never had any contact with her specifically. So we think a lot of people who believe in this conformity gate thing consider it to be like weird that she's not there. And like the reason is because Vecna doesn't know. Because the idea is that Will is now controlled by Vecna. And so there was another reason that we think that Will is controlled by Vecna is because there was, what is that? Is that an extra object? An abyss? What is that? Toilet? Hold on. Extra object, maybe? I don't know what that is. But so there was like this like collaboration kind of thing with like, I think it was like a fighting, like wrestling thing. I don't know. But in the audience, a lot of people were holding up signs that says, Will, wake up. And so it's like, wait a minute, Will, wake up. What do you mean, Will, wake up? What do you mean, Will, wake up? And so I'm wondering now, I'm like, were they actually hired by Stranger Things to do this? Or were they like random people in the audience trolling us? That's my big question. But there were multiple, oh, there's an intruder, I think. I think that's an intruder in the balcony. And so they're like, why does it say Will wake up? Unless that Vecna has taken over Will. Another thing for this idea about Will is that Will and Nancy were always like, I don't want to be like my parents. I am very against, no, is it a ghost? They're like, I don't want to be like my parents. Yet at the ending, Will is granted he's wearing glasses that are like Henry, but he also kind of looks like his dad. Nancy, at the end, has a haircut just like her mother and looks exactly like her mother. Now, the thing about it, too, is it extra object? The thing about it, too, is that Nancy's mom, and a lot of the characters all have, and even Mike suddenly switches his hairstyle to be parted and to be styled just like Henry's. Just like Henry's. Got it. It was an extra object. That's a different picture in the bedroom. Any anomaly. And so it's like, why is it that everyone looks like this? They all have all the, like, Will's mother, Nancy, Will himself, and a couple of characters, other characters I can't remember. Okay, what was this one? Toilet. This one is, I think it's other. They have the same hairstyle as Henry. They're parting their hair the same. What is that? Is that extra object? There might be. It's moving. Bedroom. Extra object. Where can we see that door? On the other side of the door. Something there is moving. If not, I'll do object movement. Object. Movement. If not, then I'll do intruder. It kind of looks like a person. And so why do they all have these same hairstyle as Henry? Which is weird. Again, we have the Will wake up theory. Like, that he's been taken over by Vecna. I don't know exactly when he... Oh, my gosh. Okay, bedroom. Intruder. Hi. Hello. Nice of you to pop out. Oh, that one's an object movement. Please be an intruder. Oh, we have an abyss as well. There we go. So living room, object movement, and then we have an abyss as well. Yinika, Ichan, Ishibukyan, Bonesa Kamsamnia. Thank you for the 2026. I appreciate you. Okay, abyss. So weird. Now, another detail that a lot of people noticed, I didn't even notice this detail. People had to mention it. I did kind of notice the hairstyle. I was kind of like weirded out by the hairstyle. But this one, so in the graduation, Will's mom has all of these scars all over her. It's so dark at home. Yes. It's dark where you are too? It's dark in this home. Will's mom has all of these scars from her attack, right? But when they're playing the D&D game at the very end, and she's calling out, being like, it's time to call it, she doesn't have the scars. When she's like calling down the door, open the door to call down to them in the basement, her scars are gone. Completely gone. How do you have scars? Literally graduation day, but graduation night, you no longer have scars. That's a bit weird, is it not? That's not just me. Okay, and then something about the door handle too. Apparently, I didn't see it, but people are saying that the door handle on one of the scenes was on the that's an object movement in the bathroom. The door handle was on the wrong side, which again is like not something they can just miss. Imagine if it's just Jumanji with D&D. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. That would be something. That would be something. I think that would be pretty nifty. I love that everything was about D&D, and then like people are going really deep into it about like Vecna and about like one of the D&D characters and like how that D&D character worked compared to like how the game is and everything. Oh, another thing that I don't remember the actual song name, but I welcome on in. How you doing, boo? Welcome. So, there is a song. Specifically, there's a song that plays. I think there's an extra object here in the kitchen in the drying rack. It looks like there's extra objects there. There's a song that plays. How are you? I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm really good. I'm really happy. I hope you're doing well as well. Green word of the day. I wish I could put it towards the theme of baseball. Yagu. Yagu is baseball. That's the Korean word of the day. Yagu. And I enjoy baseball. And apparently so does Steve. Who knew? But there's a song. There is a song. Sorry, I am on a roll right now. No, we were so close. We were so close. We were literally 20 minutes away. We're trying again. I refuse. I refuse. I literally refuse. This is not happening. We're gonna beat this. We're going to beat this. Shut up. That's fine. So there's a song that plays. I don't know the name of the song, but there is a song that plays, okay? This one doesn't tell you where the missing ones were. No, it does not, which is the harder part too. Because there's no settings. This is just go into the game. So there's a song that plays every single time we consider a character to not be living anymore. And so when we were considering, we thought that Will was unalived in one of the episodes, there was a song that played. When we thought that Hopper was unalived at the end of like season 3, there was the same song played. At the end of this, that song played too. So the idea is that 11 might not be unalived, but it's also a theory of Vecna might not be unalived. Like maybe we think that they're unalived, but they're still living. There's this theory going around because of that song is always played when there's a death that's not a death. And so that's another thing. That's another thing, okay? Shadow. Toilet. And then I also agree with like the kryptonite was happening. How there's okay, so here's the theory that Mike has where he's like the kryptonite is turned on. Why was she able to pull me into her little void area for us to say our goodbye? That wouldn't make sense because like 11 isn't able to use her powers when the kryptonite's turned on. Now his theory is that the sister never actually ended up getting unalived, and so she was causing an illusion because her hand had like the little flicker that the sister's hand had with the illusion, right? Well, a lot of people have debunked that, being like, well, valid. We're also very confused. But also people are like, okay, well, if that was true, the sister is in Hawking's labs. Hawking's labs goes kaplooey. How is she able to keep the illusion going when she's inside of Hawking's lab that just exploded? So a lot of people are like, that one didn't make sense unless she like some people are like, well, maybe she used her powers to pretend like she was like pew-pewed, but wasn't really pew-pewed and just kind of followed them from like a distance and like made real, like, because some people are like, she thought that they both had to be unalived for this to end, but then she's like, oh, well, actually, you seem to have a really good life and you should probably continue living, but my ending is here, so I'm going to stay in the upside down when everything falls apart, but you continue, I will help you to be able to keep living and everything. And so she ended up not being hurt at all, and she was just kind of following them so that because then other people are like, how was she able to use her powers from so far away from the Hawking's lab? But then it's also like, how was she able to keep her powers going when Hawking's lab was destroyed? So that's also a thing. Like, there's so many questions. There's so many questions when it comes to the sister. And it comes to 11 being able to make it out of the situation and everything. Hi, Fluffy. Welcome on in. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then people were talking about like maybe Derek. There was the scene after everything happened and Derek was like waving at Will and Will just awkwardly waves back because people are like, well, maybe it's an illusion. And chair object movement here. Kitchen object movement. Is this still observation duty? Okay, so it's not observation duty 8. I just put in the observation duty 8 category because there's more viewers in that category. There's no viewers in observation duty 1. This is observation duty 1. But I just put it in that category because views. But I mean, it's not 100. It's just the number that's wrong. We're still playing observation duty. So, but a lot of people are like, well, maybe the Derek can't see 11 because she's not really there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, Boom. We're replaying all the observation duty games while we're going deep into Conformity Gate with Stranger Things. So come join the conversation. But bed movement, object movement in bedroom. And so maybe that's why he like awkwardly waves at Will in that scene. And then I just like, okay, so like, let's say she was still in the van. If she was, like, how the frick did she get out of the situation? Kryptonite was going on. They were surrounded. Don't understand that. When would she have been able to stay behind in the upside down unless the illusion started where she got into the vehicle and like that's when the illusion started with her sister. But then was her sister hurt? Is her sister still in Hawking's lab? None of that part really made a lot of sense to me or really anybody. And why is she not able? She's been through all this trauma. Why can't 11 just have a happy ending? I don't like when it's not a happy ending. And I mean, I guess it's still happy, but Will has gone through it. He keeps getting his girl back and losing his girl, getting his girl back and losing his girl. I hurt for him. Because that is so sad that it's just an endless back and forth cycle. And it's just, I feel bad for the kid. And I really did want them to have their little happy ending because they deserved it so badly. And like 11 grew so much through the series and she really learned like who she was as a person, not just who she was as like Mike's girlfriend and stuff. So like, it's nice that this whole self-sacrifice thing. Great. Love it. Also, what's his name? The conspiracy dude. Oh, what's his name? I loved him. Murray. Gotta love Murray. Didn't get his ending either. Also, another valid point that a lot of people were making when it came to Erica and the science teacher. How did they get out of that mess? They were surrounded, and then maybe I wasn't focused. Was I not focused enough because the baby? How? Now brown cow. Like, Erica and him were surrounded, and somehow they're okay. And then a lot of people were also saying, like, how the frick? Two big things. Max was in a coma, right? Max was in a coma for like what we're perceiving as 2 years. Toilet's moving. How did she graduate? She was in a coma. How did she graduate? Are they just being nice and like, here, just take a diploma and get out of our site? Doesn't make sense that she graduated. How did Hopper get his job back? Because also, everyone thinks Hopper is no longer living. How did he get his job back? Everyone's like, oh, Hopper's back. Okay, cool. Are we just like really understanding because of what happened with Will? Like, they're like, yeah, this is possible. Maybe. Huh? Like, there's just so many questions. And if the Duffer Brothers don't give us anything after this, I'm going to chalk it up to they were just trying to rush the last season to get it out so that people can see it. So that they didn't put as much time and effort in because they didn't think. Sometimes I feel like either they rushed it, they were trying to rush it for monetary value, or they were just like, we're so big, no one will care. And when, like, because some shows I feel like they did that, where they just like, no one's going to care. And it's just like, we care. We very much care. Please put a little bit more effort in. Please. Okay. It was just, there was all of these things wrapped up together made it so that I was hoping, but I wasn't expecting for another episode. But everything, like, when it came to the 7, the reason that people thought it was going to come out on January 7th is that, so going really deep into this, Will, how many days was Will missing? 7 days. When it came to some of the advertisements, the amount of time that the advertisements happened for were like 1 minute and 7 seconds. When they rolled the dice, a lot of times it was, the object is moving. Kitchen object movement. They rolled the dice and it was 7. When they were in the upside down, the thunder happened every 7 seconds. Everything turned to 7, specifically January 7th. Okay, because a lot of people. Thank you so much, Lils. Can I call you Lils? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Okay, hold on. We're gonna stop. I'm sorry. I've been like really into. We're talking Stranger Things, by the way. But welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know if any of my mods are still around, so let me go ahead and give you that shout out really quickly. Exclamation mark shout out. You can absolutely call me Liz. Okay, Liz, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Oh, you got it? You got it? All right, thank you. Thank you, boo. Let's see what they were playing. How was your stream? I hope it was well. While we get that all situated with the shout out. Hi, hello. My name is Becky B. I'm a variety streamer living in South Korea. Today we are playing I'm on observation duty because I got really into I'm on observation duty 8, and so we're going back to the very beginning and doing all of them. We just finished Stranger Things. Dude, it was okay. So did you know about Conformity Gate? Do you know about Conformity Gate? Thank you for the follow. Do you know about Conformity Gate? Because that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Conformity Gate right now and all the things that make me upset. Okay, that's what we're talking about right now. For anyone who came in with a raid, if you need to raid, oh, you were playing I'm on Observation Duty 8. Perfect. I was gonna say I love that game, and that's why we're playing the first one right now. I've never heard of it. Where have you, are you on TikTok? Where have you been? Oh my gosh. So there was a theory that the show was they were going to release a 9th episode on the 7th, and it didn't happen. I love Ochi Observation Duty. I'm frustrated because I can't freaking beat this one. We've been at this for 2 hours and I still haven't beaten this one. I'm so angry, but I'm gonna get it. Let me go back to here and continue talking about conspiracy theories. So everything pointed to it coming out on the 7th because 7 was just like a theme that kept happening. I think in some of the advertisements, the dice was also up on the 7th. Okay, okay, well, that's 2 things. So balcony, we have a shadow anomaly, and then we have the dude out here. What was the dude out here? I think he was an extra object. I think the dude out here was an extra object, even though that's totally an intruder, but whatever. Or a ghost at least. But so everyone thought there was going to be an extra episode because of all of the things that kept happening in the freaking show. Oh my gosh. We did not just run into an ad break. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not know ads were happening. Can someone type in chat? I'm so sorry. I didn't snooze the ads. I'm really sorry about not snoozing the ads. I did not know the ads were about to happen. It's not extra object. What was it? Other? Can't remember. It wasn't intruder. It wasn't ghost. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I'm not going to say your username, but I think it's really funny and I like it. I just want you to know that. What was it? What was it? Moving object? Object movement? I know it wasn't obvious. That's the only thing I don't like about this game is that it's really difficult to figure out what the anomalies are because they don't fit the normal categories that you would think. What, are you a ghost? I don't remember what you are. So frustrating. So frustrating. Hold on. My nose. I think when I talk for a really long time, my cold symptoms come back. It's a freaking ghost. It's a freaking ghost, guys, if you're wondering. Shadow. Bedroom. Shadow. I feel like we're starting to get most of them. I have a good feeling about this one. This level. Watch me not get it really, really quickly. But, so, there's another theory. So, conformity gate, for anyone who's wondering, because we didn't get conformity gate on the January 7th. And so, a lot of people are trolling, being like, haha, you didn't get your extra episode. It's like, I don't know. I never watched Sherlock Holmes, but a lot of people thought there was going to be one more hidden episode of Sherlock Holmes. And there wasn't. And so, a lot of people are like, well, maybe there will be an extra season or something. Because, like, it's kind of doing, like, the Indiana Jones kind of thing where they're like, we're going to end it here, and then they didn't end it there. There is one more theory that we have to wait until the 12th for. So if you've seen on Netflix, it says on the 12th that we're getting, like, a behind-the-scenes kind of video that's going to show, like, the making of Stranger Things, the last season. And so a lot of people are thinking, well, let's look back at when Max and Holly were going through all the memories in Vecna's mind. And the very first time that Henry was there to watch Holly was when she was in the basement watching Nightmare on Elm Street with her friend. Right? Right. So I have not seen all the Nightmare on Elm Street. So this is definitely TikTok giving me this information. Okay. Image anomaly. Wait. Okay. This is the bedroom. This is painty anomaly. There we go. So welcome back from the ads, guys. I'm sorry that I threw you guys into ads right when you got here. I really am sorry. I didn't know the ads were happening and I would have canceled them if I had known. So the whole idea is that we have a Duffer brother who he was like married to someone who worked on Elm Street stuff, right? Okay. So apparently, from what I'm understanding is Nightmare on Elm Street, they thought they were done with Nightmare on Elm Street, and then they had like a behind the scenes kind of deal where they made an episode to talk about the show. And then, is there an object moving out over in this? I feel like there's an object. I keep coming over here. Keeps thinking I see something. And so apparently this part of the show, like, it was behind the scenes and everything, and then suddenly, like, Nightmare on Elm Street dude, I'm sorry, I've never seen them. No, that one's obvious. He ends up being like actually a part of it and haunting everybody and whatnot. And so a lot of people are now thinking, okay, conformity gate is not 100% done yet. There's a possibility that they're going to do a Nightmare on Elm Street thing, but Vecna's version of it with this behind the scene thing. So it's like we all think that Vecna's no longer living, but then Vecna might still be alive because everyone's like, wake up Mike and everything. So maybe behind the scenes is going to end up being a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of situation where we think it's over, but it's not over. And Vecna starts to take over the minds of everybody during the behind the scenes thing. Now, this is a really, really big stretch because, again, everything pointed to January 7th. But, I mean, there still could be an episode 9. I don't think there is. I would love there to be. But then the reason a lot of people think the Nightmare on Elm Street theory is happening is because in an interview with Millie Bobby Brown, is that her name? The one who plays 11, Millie. In an interview with her, she was asked to describe the season. She was asked, is there an object missing here? She was asked to describe the season. And she described it as meta. And that's exactly what the Nightmare on Elm Street episode or movie, whatever. I haven't seen it. That's what a lot of people describe that one as too. So people are like, oh my gosh, connections. So maybe we're getting something when this comes out. Who knows? Now, Jimmy Fallon or whatever the show that the person who was Henry or Vecna, Mr. What's-It, who or whatever you want to call him, He was on the show, and so he was doing this exercise thing. Like they're doing a skit with him doing exercise with someone dressed as Holly and someone dressed as Derek behind him. And so he kept having moments where he was like talking to the camera and everything and being like super serious. And so they're like, he basically said like something's coming tomorrow. And so that's why everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's confirming the 9th episode, blah, 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 blah. Well, then tomorrow comes and then Netflix announces like a video about like all of the things that are coming to Netflix this coming year. This is something for me. This is not something I saw on TikTok. When I watched that video, there's a part where she follows the cat into the room and then she gets like pushed to the door. And as she's getting pushed to the door, I swear, maybe it's just hopeful. Maybe it's just me being hopeful. I swear I hear Vecna's clock during that. Okay. Now, granted, this was not just for Stranger Things. It was not just specifically Stranger Things. This was like Netflix just announcing something. So I'm thinking that like what Vecna was talking about was that. But then he also goes and says like Vecna's still alive. And it's like, what? Blows your mind? Are you kidding me? And so I'm wondering if this is like a reference to the 9th episode, or no, I feel you, boo. A reference to the 9th episode, or maybe, is this Intruder out there? Can't remember. Or maybe it's a reference to there's definitely an intruder in this room. If it's not in that room, this room has an intruder. If it's not a reference to that, then maybe it's a reference to the shows and stuff that we're getting this coming year, because we have the cartoon series that they're making that's between like certain seasons that I can't remember. That's happening, and then there's also like a show coming out about Hawking's lab and everything. So maybe Vecna survived and like it's gonna be addressed in another show, maybe not a 9th episode like we all are hoping and dreaming for. Would love for there to be another episode, because there was just so many things. There were so many things wrong with... Oh, it's not... Sorry, not bedroom. Out in the balcony. I like the series. I'd take another episode. I would 100% take another episode. I don't mind if it ends there, but it was just so many weird things happened that just don't make any sense. Really, really don't make sense. Ugh! I can't freaking get this level. I can't freaking get it. Why? I'm not tired. Why can we not beat this? Why? Try again. I'm getting so frustrated. I want to go to another level, but I know that we're just gonna have the same thing. Shut up. It's gonna be the same thing, and it's gonna be frustrating. Just learning another map. I just want to beat it. Okay, we'll do this one, and then we'll go to the other map after this one. That's what we're gonna do. This is my last one. But it's like, why would he go on Jimmy Fallon or Kimball or whatever, whoever's talk show, and like seem like he's doing teasers for what we're all hoping and dreaming for, unless it was their way of trolling everybody because they knew how big Conformity Gate was getting. But a lot of people are like, there's still hope that it can possibly still happen. But there's also a lot of hope. There's also a lot of that's pointing in the direction that like we're done here. But again, they're gonna come out with other shows, so it's like it's not 100% over, but it's not it's not satisfying enough. I'm not satisfied. I need to know. I don't like it when shows and stuff give you like this open-ended ending where you get to kind of it's your choice on what happened. I'm like, no. Tell me what happened. Give me a defining answer. It's the same object movement in the bathroom. That was on the wall. Now it's on the floor. Right? That was on the wall. Right? Tell me I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. Come on. Has it always been on the floor? Am I over analyzing this? Has it always been on the floor? I don't know. Maybe I'm over analyzing. But that is, I think, I'm trying to think of like the other things I've heard. All right. I'm trying to think of the other things I've heard about the conformity gate, but I think for the most part, that's about everything that I went down the deep rabbit hole to see. There's apparently some people are like, there's still hope. Like, we don't necessarily need to get it on January 7th, but I mean, it'd be cool if we did. Also, the whole January 7th thing, too, was that it's 7 days after the release of the final episode. That's why a lot of people thought that was another reason they thought it was going to come out on the 7th. The thing I hate the most, though, are the trolls that are going through and photoshopping the Netflix page and adding, like, another episode. Because every time I see it, I know it's not real, but I still get excited, and I'm constantly going and checking Netflix to see if, like, maybe they did something. I don't know. I know it's probably, again, I'm like 95% sure we're done. Sorry, I thought I got really tired. 95% sure that we're not getting another episode because it seems like that's done. But you know what? A lot of people were saying this too, and I agree. Duffer Brothers, make the bank. Be like, okay, we're gonna do one final movie. You just need to wait for another year or something. Just roll with the punches. Like, just do it. Just say like, okay, bet we'll do what everyone thinks that we're doing because everyone's so invested in this. Let's do it. Let's do it, and let's do it right. And get all the actors to come back, and if they can't, replace them. I don't know. Like, which is really hard to replace, especially the main characters. But you have something. Literally, you don't even need to write the script. You don't have to write the script because the script is basically written for you. It's just go on TikTok, get the script that everyone is obsessing over. You could totally continue this. And the fact that you're not is crazy. So, those are my thoughts and opinions on Stranger Things. But also, apparently, do you guys know that Will's coming out scene was longer than the whole Vecna fight? Longer than the entire fight. Like, hilarious. But also, I'm like, that was an important part. We were all guessing about Will. We were really all assuming. And I remember watching the show before he came out, and the moments where he was like kind of watching Robin and her girlfriend. My husband's just like, why is Will so intently watching? I'm like, I think it's because he's like, I was telling him like there's a big theory that we all have that Will is gay, and so I'm like, I was telling him, I'm like that it might be because of that. I don't know. It's not been confirmed, but a lot of us think that like he is. And so my husband's like, oh, okay. He's like, it was kind of weird. I'm like, no, I feel you. Like, not knowing the situation, that would probably be weird. So, and then the fact that he's like, he said that he had like a crush on somebody, and we don't confirm his crush. Okay, thank you. We don't confirm his crush, kind of bothers me. Because I'm like, it's definitely Will. But I just want you to tell me direct. I want direct answers to everything. I'm a type of person who needs directness. Please give me direct answers. Thank you. So, but I mean, it was good. Also, apparently, the fact that like Vecna got his powers from like a stone was different from what everyone else. I honestly, okay, so what I don't understand is that okay, how am I going to explain? I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So, in season 4, 11 goes through her memories, and she's the one who sends Vecna to Vecna's dimension, which 11 thought was the upside down. Everyone thought it was the upside down, and it's not. So that feels like when he met the Mind Flayer. That feels like when he met the Demodogs. That feels like all the things were at that point. But then in the show, they're like, no, he gets it from this weird rock. And I was like, I was a little confused by that. If anyone can explain that to me. Did he already have power? Like, he did already have powers. We knew he had powers. But, and then he was number 1. So, like, did Papa just find him and was just like, yep, you're the first one we're going to experiment with. And good luck. Also, sad realization after watching it, okay? I do wish there was more rock. Yeah, like more like solid foundation for what happened. Also, with the whole Hawking's labs being blown up and everything, and just the whole upside down being blown up, does nobody care about all those pregnant women? Did nobody think about the pregnant women that were there and are still there? Not anymore, but like, we were just like, they're just casualties that just had to happen. I'm sorry, like, they were already on the brink of death because they were being fed like 11 sisters blood. And then like, okay, they're just boom, goodbye pregnant ladies. Where's this rock from? Why does it do that? How did the guy know it did that? Exactly. How did the guy know it did it? Where'd the guy get the rock? And like, why was he in that tunnel? Why was he in the nothing, not a single ounce of that section was explained. How did Derek get through that tiny little hole? Holly was leading all the kids, and there was a tiny hole that I'm sitting there. I'm like, Derek's gonna have a really hard time. Abyss in the bedroom. I'm like, Derek's gonna have a really, really hard time getting through that hole. Nothing with Derek trying to get through that. No complications. Got through it. No big deal. What? We were also like, rip pregnant women. Exactly, like the pregnant women. We're just like, whatever. They're gone. They're a casualty. Who cares about them? They were in a coma anyways. We also panicked for Derek. Yeah, like, I was like, the Derek's gonna get left behind. He's gonna get left behind. He's not gonna get saved. And okay, what the frick is this one? What the frick is this one? This one I could not figure out last time. We're gonna start Shadow Anomaly. We're gonna go the list. We're gonna do the whole frickin' list. I will throw this game for this one. We got sure thought he was, yeah. I was so sure that he was no longer going to be in our presence because of the fact that, like, I mean, seriously, like, how did he get through the hole? How did that happen? How did that happen? How now, brown cow? And then the freaking, now that I've watched the show and I've seen people who've like AI'd the picture, how, for sure, sorry, no, you're fine. The Max and Holly, Max finding her way out, and then they sit there and freaking podcast it out. Like, it was so funny how long they sat there and talked. I'm like, literally, Vecna could be right behind you guys, and this is your moment to have like a heart to heart. Just run through it. And then Holly's appears. I'm like, great, Holly's is there. Go. Freaking go. Why are we still talking? Why are we still talking? Just go. Did this move? I think this moved. Hold on. They talk for so long. I'm like, if that was me, I would be like, nope, let's get out of here. I was losing my mind. I think we all were. Oh, light anomaly. If anything, I'll get the light anomaly, and then I'll go back to trying to get the whatever is in the freaking toilet. Light anomaly. Because I can't get the toilet head. I don't know what the frick they want classified as the toilet head, but I can't figure it out. Oh, extra object here too. Let me get that one really quick. Bedroom, extra object. Okay. There were so many things, and every single time, even the first time I watched it, and like the first time she saw like Lucas and everything, and she just like paused for a second. I'm like, why are we pausing? Why are we pausing? Why are we pausing? Just go through it. You see, you've been stuck in Henry's mind. You see an opening, and it took you forever and a year to run through the door. And then it closed up in front of you. Yeah, because you took too long. You freaking took too long. Okay, so you're not an... I don't know what the frick he is. This is what drives me crazy about this game. I don't know what he's classified as. Yeah, I know. Come on. Toilet. Ghost. I learned this conversation. The stream is so fun, but I'm determined to catch up on follow. I'm going to lurk. I can't wait to catch another one of your streams. Thank you. I appreciate you, Boo. Is he... I think he's an object. I will check next. I will check extra object. Because I tried extra object, I think, though. Oh, intruder again. Hold on. Just sit there, buddy. Just sit there. But you enjoy Fallout. I started watching Fallout and I never finished it. I really need to work on that. He was an extra object? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Yep. Oh, look, you can see him over here too. He looks really funny from this angle. It's been so long and I can't remember. No, you're fine. You're fine. You help me. You help me stop going insane. I liked him like just like freaking out over there on the side. That was hilarious. Okay, anyways. I need to watch Fallout. I tried playing Fallout. One of my friends gave me Fallout, I think New Vegas. I'm bad at shooting. I'm bad at that game, but it looked really interesting. Oh, extra object in here. It looks really interesting. I should definitely watch it. My friend gave me Amazon Prime to watch, so happy I got to meet you. You guys have a blast. Thank you so much for the raid, and it's been wonderful meeting you too. I hope I can catch one of your streams as well. So, suck at that game. Oh my gosh, I suck at it. I tried streaming it one time, and I think I failed. So, it was fun though. I like the story. I think it's just more of a game that I had to play independently, not on stream. But I have a 7-month-old child. I don't know when I'm going to be able to play off stream. A lot of people are like, you should like calm down and play off stream. It's like, when do I have the time for that? Like, child. Good night, my friend. Have a good one. Thank you so much for the raid again. I appreciate you. Looking for things. If you guys see anything, please let me know. Because we're doing pretty good. Oh, object movement. The guitar. Okay. Got that one. Gonna keep looking. But yeah. So that's my whole rant with Stranger Things. I think now I have officially told you everything that I have learned. And hoping that we get something to answer all these questions. And if we don't, I'm really concerned for the next seasons of all of everything that's coming for the Stranger Things shows, the spin-off shows that they're going to be doing. I'm a little bit concerned they're not going to do super well just because of how angry the audience is. Like, there's a lot of people where, again, as I said before, even though I'm complaining, even though I'm talking about all these things that are confusing, I'm not saying that I didn't like the show. I think they did really good with the last season. They put a lot of work into it. I liked the whole Mr. What's It thing with the kids. Also, they asked, sorry, I keep thinking about it. They asked the Duffer Brothers, like, what was up with having 12 kids? Like, was there a reason? They're like, oh, he just liked 12. Like, these answers are just, I feel like I'm being gaslit. I feel, ooh, object movement. Toilet object movement. It's like, it's just such a dumb answer where I'm just angry that it's just like, oh, it was just 12 was a fun number. It's like, okay, well, why was 2 not a fun number? Like, this doesn't make sense, my boos. It doesn't make sense. I need you to be a little bit more on top of things because your audience is, okay? You can't do this to us. So, but all in all, they did a pretty good job. I liked it. I liked the whole Mr. What's It thing. I like that they brought Holly into it. I love the little actor. She is the cutest little thing, okay? Like, I know she's not that young, but I don't know, something about her, she's so cute, and I love that I miss the old Holly actor. I guess she was played by twins because she was so young. Oh, that's their extra object. Toilet extra object. But they picked a perfect actress for Holly. She that little girl is so talented. I loved her, and I feel like we're going to be seeing her in a lot more things because she was really good. Did these little things move on the desk? We're going to see. Bedroom object movement. I feel like they were more grouped together. So 10 out of 10. Still 10 out of 10 will recommend Stranger Things to a friend, but it's giving, like, did anyone watch the TV show The Mist? This one I bring up a lot because I really, really, really liked Netflix's The Mist, okay? I thought it was such a good show. They did amazing with it. They did so good. It was so good. And I watched it after the fact. So I didn't know that the show was canceled. They canceled it right at a moment when we were asking questions like, what is going to happen at the end of this? Okay. I was so frustrated, and I'm like, oh, you know what? It's fine because I will just go buy the book, The Mist, and then I'll get all my answers. So it's fine because there's a book. Guess what? The Mist TV show and The Mist, the book, are two separate things that have separate stories that do not, there's some similarities, but they're basically different. And it made me so angry that that reading the book was good. I'm glad that it gave me a chance to read the book, but I'm angry the book didn't answer any of the questions from the end of the show. And it just, that was just like frustrating and a half. So, in case you are worried about, ooh, object movement here, kitchen. Don't watch The Mist if you don't like open endings that will never have an answer. Because I'm sad. And like they had such good, the crazy lady from like The Mist the movie also, The Mist the movie goes off the book. So The Mist the TV show does not go off the book. No, it's not, it does play into the movie and the book factors a little bit, but it's not enough to really get it. So, oh, the disappointing. Oh, Abyss in the living room. I thought that because it was 2 levels, we were going to beat this so quickly. And I'm really disappointed how long this is taking to beat this stupid freaking game. I don't know why it feels so difficult. The other games were not that bad. But I am also, I think a big thing too is I'm struggling with categorizing things. That's another reason that I think I haven't beaten it, is because I keep struggling to try to figure out what category everything is. So, but I feel like we're starting to get a lot of repeat anomalies. So I have a little bit of a hope. Is hope the right? I'm sorry. Balcony intruder. Hi. Okay, I got scared because I thought he was gonna end my game. Now I understand why he's panting, because he ran from all the way over there. That was a really cute run, though. He looked kind of cute running. He was like a little dog. It was kind of cute. Don't judge me. That was kind of cute. His little tiny run Well, I feel like this game also, this is an indie game, so it didn't have a big fun when they created this game. So it kind of makes sense as to why the game is not as amazing, and it's definitely grown in a lot of popularity. But this game is also, when I was looking, oh, Shadow. I was looking, this game isn't that old either. So, no, not toilet. Bedroom, Shadow. Bam. Okay. Like the first game to like the game that just came out last month, this game series is only like less than 10 years old. So, yay. Okay. I don't want to like jinx it, but we're doing really good, I think. Hello. Kitchen intruder, send. At least the music helps a little bit. So also, I need to know why I'm on observation duty has an obsession with naked anomalies. Can someone explain it to me? Because why do they never have clothes? That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Is it just like, well, we started off with this game and it seemed to freak everyone out, so we're just gonna keep it going? Like, all right, sure. Live your best life, boo. So, I'm so nervous. Oh. What the frickin' frackers is that? Kitchen. What would that be? Is that an intruder? Is that a ghost? I'm gonna put other. I don't know what that is considered. I'm gonna put other. Okay, kitchen. It's a kitchen, right? Yeah. Ghost? I don't feel like it's considered an intruder. Oh, shadow anomaly out here. I'm gonna get that one next if I can't get it this one. It's a ghost. That was a ghost? Are you kidding me? That was a ghost? Okay. Live your best life, I guess. Sure. That was definitely a ghost. Okay. Got that one. We're doing pretty decently. I'm pretty proud. We just have like in game 1 more hour to survive. Literally 1 more small hour. I believe. Also, that is there an extra object, or is that an abyss? That might be an extra object. Kitchen. Also, apparently, a lot of scenes. Sorry, I've remembered a couple things for Stranger Things. A lot of scenes, like Lucas and everybody, they were talking to the camera, which seems kind of weird. And then Hopper also proposed to Joyce with Jonathan's ring, which was left in the upside down. Last 2 things, sorry. Those were things that people were talking about. Let me think. Oh, kitchen painting anomaly. Painting's changed. Come on. I have to have all of this, okay? You just spoiled the ending. We were talking about it. We've been talking about it like this whole time. I had said that we were talking about it. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you had just come in. We've been talking about it this entire time. I apologize. It's not really like the entire ending though. It's just like a small section of the ending. But sorry. I'm done with talking about it now because it's okay. I'm just so frustrated, and I had to get everything out about Conformity Gate, and now I'm done with Conformity Gate. Now, let me think about what we this week. I want to sit here and talk to you guys about this week because I always like give you like an update of how my week has been, but I've been so sick, and baby was so sick, and we were just all struggling to survive. I mean, I've been sick since last Friday. Oh, there's an intruder in the bedroom. And I played Heartopia on stream today. Did you stream today? I'm so proud of you, Boo. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. I wish that a lot of you guys do stream, and I really wish that I could watch your streams. Oh, bedroom. The object movement. The bed is moved. I wish I could watch your guys' streams, but I can't for the most part because because of the time zone difference. Put it in shelf promo channel. Ooh, okay. Did you what did you stream on the Twitchies, on the TikToks? Where did you stream today? YouTube's? Facebook? Some people do still stream on Facebook. Oh, the Tiki Talkies? Okay. I kind of wish that we could there was an option to see VODs on the TikToks, but I guess that's what my YouTube channel is for. So also, speaking of updates, did anyone see that YouTube Palia put out a post about an update we're getting on the 15th? Guys, we're getting it is an object. Okay, now that I've seen it come in, it is an object movement. I just saw it like slide in. I can see it as an object movement now. I need to get OBS set up. What do you need help with, Boo? I can help you with OBS 100%. The fairy mantis. We're fairy mantis hunting next weekend. 150%. The intruder? No, is it other? Gosh, I can't remember what that one is. It's so hard to remember. But yeah, fairy mantis. We are collecting honey lures for the fairy mantis. F this game. F this game so hard. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go to the other one. Hi, Demi. We're going to the other one. That was literally the same. It was like 20 minutes until the end. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay. New game. New house. That's so frustrating. Let's wait until after the week of the 20th. Kid has surgery that day. Fairy mantis hunting is not going to be a one-time thing. If it makes you feel better, it is not going to be a one-time thing. We are going to fairy mantis hunt a lot because I got to figure out the location for the fairy mantises. We got to figure out how to milkshake the fairy mantises. Oh, for OBS help? Oh, got it. Well, if you have any questions, let me know so I can like get some answers ready. I not saying I'm a pro at OBS by any means. I'm not. I'm definitely not a pro at OBS by any means, but I do feel like I understand OBS very well to do the things that I know how to do. And basically, if there's something that I do on my stream that you really like, tell me. I will just let you know. You have 150 lures so far. I think I have 80. I think I have 80 lures so far. I'm waiting on my apple trees to grow. I think after the stream, tonight at some point, I am going to go and try to, either after the stream or tonight, I'm going to go and try to get Queen. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. And thank you, Queenie. Thank you so much for the rose as well. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go and try to get my apples is basically what I'm doing. Let me get you a heart. Hold on. I gotta find one. They're in there deep somewhere. Okay, there we go. Found a heart. Let me open this up. Heart me in the jar. Hold on. Here we go. So when did you switch up your camera for Tiki Talkies? Last week. I started switching up my camera last week because I wanted it to have the tracking. I wanted it to have tracking. So I'm using my phone. It's literally the camera I'm using for this right now is my phone. I found an application that lets me be able to use it as a webcam through, I have to download it on my computer and download it on the phone, and it works. So I like it this way. I'm not the biggest fan of the angle, only because I literally don't see anything, by the way, guys, because it's a new one. I don't see a single thing. I'm just going to keep going and then hope that I see something. Um, the camera, I'm not a big fan of the camera angle because I like to directly talk to the camera, and I have to constantly keep going like this and looking back and forth to directly talk to the camera. That's the only thing I don't like. So that's why I bought a webcam from Allie, and we're gonna see if it works. So, but yes, 150 lures. Also, the reason I want another camera for TikTok is because I wanted it to have, when you guys send the gifts, I want tracking to work. That was my biggest thing. So like when you send the heart me's, they're supposed to go above your head. And during like the TikTok fest, there were supposed to be glasses that goes over your face and everything. And they never worked for OBS because OBS is just sending a mirror image to TikTok. So TikTok can't track the face on that for some reason. Because I have to send the image to TikTok Studios. That's the way I can stream on TikTok Studios. I can stream to TikTok with the other platforms. So, but yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the 2027 Mark of Love. Wait, would the Mark of Love do anything? I didn't see it. They're fun though. It's fun. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. I know like the hats to have tracking, the glasses have tracking, and then I don't know the rest, and like the heart me's, but that's about all I know. I don't know the gifts very well. Oh, shadow in here. It put a heart on your cheek. Oh, look, I have a hat on. I love that. What room is this? The living room? Okay. Shadow. Send. I'm gonna make more buzzy jars tomorrow. Also, I need to do that as well. I need to like super prepare everything. I haven't been. So, but thank you for the hat and the mustache. I think I was definitely giving Becky. I was definitely giving Becky. You came into the wrong neighborhood. Was it giving that too? Okay, bet. Thank you so much for the bubble gum too. See, I have to like look over at TikTok Studios to see what's happening with the tracking because I'm looking at my computer trying to find stupid anomalies. I'm only going to do this level once, and I think I'm going to go back to the other level because we were so freaking close. We were so close. I don't see anything in these, by the way. There's so many objects in this. I kind of just want to go back. But I appreciate you guys for sending gifts. I do. I appreciate it very much. I keep saying that I'm going... Oh, is that a door opening in the kitchen? Door opening / closing. Oh, well, that's good to know. I keep saying that I'm going to do like daytime TikToks, and I really, really do want to do daytime TikToks, but they might have to be only on like weekends when I'm working. Like, stop pretending you like games. I know, right? Stop pretending you like games. You're pretty. Go find a man. Like, that comment is currently living in my background, by the way. The quote, please don't pretend to like gaming for boys' attention. You're pretty. Go outside and find you a man. Beautiful, beautiful quote. For anyone who wants to know, obviously girls can't like video games. And if they do, it is literally just for the male attention. I just want you guys to know that. For anyone who didn't know that, you know that now. Oh, abyss in the bedroom. This one seems way more forgiving than the last level. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the hearts as well. I appreciate you guys. Get my video into the algorithm. But yeah, I want to do like just sit down TikToks, but it's really hard when it comes to baby schedule because she takes about 4 naps a day. And so I noticed the reporting takes forever. Oh my gosh, it takes so long. I hate it. She takes about 4 to 5 naps a day. So she's only awake for like maybe an hour, like 2-hour spans. But sometimes she gets like really, really tired and will only be awake for an hour. And so when when I have to put her to sleep, I can't talk to you guys anymore because it'll wake her up. So be interested in modding on TikTok only so I don't have to give up my VIP on purple. Aww. I'll consider it. I don't usually have a lot of people bothering me on the TikTokies, thankfully. There's just this one account, or maybe it's multiple accounts. It's just a Korean account that keeps coming back on. And object movement in the kitchen. And I don't know. We've blocked their account so many times. I don't understand how they keep coming back. I literally don't understand it. Like, are you that bored with your life that you need to continue? What? That moved. What do you mean? Kitchen object movement? It moved. I literally saw it. Is it not this room? I literally saw it move. What do you mean that's not object movement? Is it other? There is no other. Distortion? Maybe it's distortion. I literally saw it move. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, I thought I saw something. But, yeah. So, I'm so angry. Could it be a bot on TikTok? I honestly have not a freaking clue. They're trying to sell like coin or something. That's what it says in Korean, their username. And they only ever come in with like emojis. That's all they type. So they're doing it on purpose to annoy me. I know they're doing it on purpose to annoy me. It's camera malfunction. I don't freaking know. I saw that move. I literally, am I not in the right room? I'm reporting the kitchen, right? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I want to go back to the other level. I don't know anything here. I think I'm going to go back to the other level, do it one more time, and call it for today. I feel like we can really beat it. This one, not a clue. But I feel like we are so close to beating the last level. I just wanted to try this one just to see it. But I have no intentions on beating this one. This one would take a while for me to get. And then next week, we can do this level. I might do this level. I might move on to observation duty too. It really just depends. I think I might... I want to... The whole thing is I want to beat all of the levels, all of everything. It's so weird that it does this. Okay. Let me go ahead and go back to the last level. I hate the song. I hate the song. It is so weird. I hate this song. Give up. New game. Old house. Okay. Last time. And then we're moving on with life. Shush your face. Because I'm also really hungry. I haven't had lunch yet. I haven't actually eaten anything and it's like noon. So I need to eat something and then I need to go walk my dog. So I got things to do. Maybe, I don't know. I actually have no idea if my husband works today or not, but maybe we can go do something. I need a nap or an energy drink. I don't know which. I might take a nap but I know baby just woke up. Oh, my leave replenished, by the way, so I can code's plan for our stream. Wait, okay. But again, you don't have to use it. You don't have to use it just to play a game with us. I'm just saying, okay? If you want to, for you, do it for you. Okay? Don't do it for me. Do it for you, boo. All right? But I think we're going to play with the mods. I think we're going to play Repo. I think that's like the consensus that everyone seemed to be really interested in Repo. So I'm trying to pick the game that like we have the majority of people have the game and are interested in it. So, oh, my throat. I also think that my throat kind of doesn't live its best life when I stream. I mean, the one you and me on observation duty. Oh my gosh, yes. No, we so need to do that. We so need to do this. 100% yes. We'll have to pick which observation duty we want to do and figure it out together. I mean, we could totally do this one, but screaming hysterically, yes, it would be so fun. I have to say I don't mind this observation duty, but I can tell the graphics are definitely much lower. I like nice graphic games. I'm a sucker for good graphics, so I'm excited to move on from this one. I don't see a single thing. Something has changed, but I'm not seeing it. What has changed? I want honor station 7, 8. I need jump scares. Well, this one had that one jump scare with that intruder. Trying to go slowly. Oh. Trying to go slowly. Because something has to have changed. Wait. Camera malfunction. I can't go to the living room. I'm sitting here trying to go to the living room and I can't go to it. It has to be a camera malfunction. Shut up. Okay. It was definitely that. I'm sitting here being like, why? I'm missing something. Here we go. Okay, now I'm really disappointed because I don't see anything. I see nothing. I am Jon Snow. What do you mean there's so many things that are happening? What's happening? What's happening? What is it? Excuse me? Excuse me. I think I'm getting tired. I think that's got to be it. I'm just getting tired. I'm going to have to come back to the stupid game next week. Don't want to. Just want to beat it. I was so close. I was so freaking close. My eyes have never been so open. Alive. I'm not blinking and I see nothing. What has changed? No, you're so joking. What has changed? All of the obvious ones are not there. There's no intruders. Nothing's moved. Extra objects? I don't see them. The paintings are normal. Guys, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's actually wrong? How the frick have I made it to 1? I've only gotten 1 anomaly. Oh, that one. That one's obvious. Toilet. Painty anomaly. Hello? Give me something to work with? It's such a long time to switch the anomalies. No doors open. That blinking's happening again, but I don't know what it is. Because not a light anomaly, so I just ignore it. But maybe I shouldn't ignore it. Maybe that's what's getting me every time. This blinking right here. I'm silent because I'm upset. I'm silent. Oh, okay. Object movement in the toilet. I'm just upset at this point. Because why can't I get this game? Why? I had an easier time with I'm on observation duty 8 than this one. Why is this one on intense hard, not a baby mode? Can I have baby mode? Please? Can I have small child mode? Something where I don't, why is this so hard? I'm still here, but I was working on something. I'm slowly losing my mind. Same. What's making you lose your mind? Let's share. And you don't have to share if you don't want to. I'm losing my mind because of this game. What's got you? What's got you upset? I'm so angry right now. I don't see anything. What is there? I see nothing. You want the head in the bidet? What was that one? I can't remember what it was. It was Ghost, right? I want the running dude. He was kind of cute. He was a cutie. I liked him. He pants like a dog. Or my daughter, who I think learned it from the dog to pant when she's excited. I'm trying to come up with a fun new idea, but after brainstorming fun new ideas with somebody, now having to put it all together, it gives me a headache because it's a lot of effort. Valid. I understand that. That's basically my entire life. So trying to come up with ideas and then executing them. Executing ideas is so hard. Pillow moved on the bed. Maybe we'll try. You. Bedroom. Object movement. I was gonna say, I'm just so bad at being creative. I'm not a creative person. That's why I like video games, because I don't have to be creative. I guess not. Oh, new thing that happened this week with Baby B. So we usually make her stay in like her little area because she's a baby and we don't want her to have fur all over her. So she's not able to like play in the whole house. She stays in, like, we have this big area for her to play with in the living room. But like yesterday, we decided to have her walk around the house because we had just vacuumed and everything. And as she's walking around the house, Geller, my dog, is like trailing behind her, super interested in like seeing what she's doing and everything. And so I thought it was really cute. And so I'm like, oh, look at him. He's so attentive. He's like licking the back of her head and like sniffing her and stuff. Then he started to like nip at her. He did not bite. That's the biggest thing, which is why I was like really confused. It wasn't a bite. He did not bite her. And if he did, I would have been furious. Also, he's not the type of dog to bite. He was literally just like nipping at her clothes. But I had to put it to a stop because he tried to nip her ear. And I knew it was going to hurt her because he was like actually grabbing. But so I was like, no, I'm not going to allow this to continue. I don't want him to think that this is okay. But I was like, I don't think this is an aggressive behavior. Because if he wanted to be aggressive, he would have full on bit her. And then we would have had to deal with it from there. So I'm like, this doesn't seem aggressive. I need to figure out what this is. And so I was Googling it online last night. A lot of people were just like behavioral issues or whatever, which is not something that Geller has. So I'm looking at it online, and a lot of things were saying that like, sometimes dogs see babies as like their pups. And so it's their form of disciplining their pups. So it might be that your dog is stressed thinking that the baby is like their responsibility. So that might be why he's nipping at her. I don't want him to be doing it. So I need to, all right. I need to figure out how to make him not feel like the baby. I'm like, baby's my responsibility, not yours, boo. You're fine. You're my baby. Like, so I got to figure out what to do to get him to be a little bit more comfortable when she's like walking around the house, because we're going to need to allow her to walk around the house very soon. When she starts walking, we're not just going to confine her to her little play area. We're going to allow her to like move around the entirety of the house. I did realize that I do really, really badly have to baby proof this house. That's one of the biggest ones, is that like this house is not baby proofed. because she hasn't been able to explore the entirety of the house. So once she's able to do that, like the whole house is going to be changed. He'll adjust when he sees you guys adjusting and let. I'm assuming, are you typing more or no? No, but he will adjust eventually. I do see that. It was just like the first time she was like actually allowed to walk around the house. I think that's what really got him. He was just like, that's weird. This small person has always been inside her little like gated area. Like, why is she out and about now? When you let her walk around, yeah. He will probably get used to it, but I think I'm gonna have to keep like a very, very close eye on him and the baby. No matter what, you're not supposed to leave your baby alone with a dog. That's just, even the most well-trained dog, they're still like, he's my baby. He will always be my baby. And she is also my baby. They will both always be my babies. But we also have to remember that dogs are animals. They're not wild animals, they're domesticated, but they still have animal instincts. And so it is not very safe to leave a baby alone with a dog. You should always be there to supervise the situation. Like, you don't need to be there and like hover or anything. Like, especially if you have a well-trained dog, then it's fine. But you still should, they shouldn't be left alone, just in case. And I know that one of the big things too. Oh, the waking person's back. That one was a ghost, right? It's safety first, obviously. Depends on the breed. Even with breeds, you should 100%, like at the beginning, you need to make sure that like the dynamic in the house is seen. Wow, that anomaly was kind of weird. You need to establish a dynamic in the house before you get comfortable not having supervised time with the animals. And at the moment, Gower has not had enough experience with the baby where I feel comfortable leaving, like turning my back to them. Like, I want to be there and present while they have interactions together until she gets a little bit bigger and he gets a little bit more comfortable. But even with like the most well-trained dog, you really do, at least in the beginning, need to supervise it to have safety for your baby, safety for your dog, because babies are very, very mean. Okay. How does she react to the dog? Oh, she loves the dog. He's like her favorite. She like giggles and everything. She always, when the dog gets close, she does. So she scares him because she has like, when she's really happy, she has this scream that she does that's very loud, and my animals don't like loud noises. They're very sensitive little souls, and they do not like it when it's super loud. And so she has a scream she does when she's excited, and she does it to him. He's starting to get used to it, but oh my gosh, she likes him. She likes 11. She's very interested in 7, but 7 does not like her. But not in the sense that she would be in any danger with 7. That's not the issue. The issue is that 7 is just terrified of her and runs away. So she's very safe with all the pets. At this point, I'm very much trust her, even to the point where I actually trust 11 and her alone, only because they have a lot more experience than the dog, because 11 can jump into her play area, and like the dog can too. We found this out the other day. He actually jumped into her play area, and I was like really surprised, because he doesn't like to do that. He has the ability to do it. He chooses not to because he doesn't like jumping over things. He's a scaredy cat, honestly. And so 11 will go into her little play area, and she gets so excited to have her in there. But the thing is, like, if I were to turn and grab my cat and rip out some of her fur, she would turn around and snatch at me. 100%, I would have like a bloody hand. I didn't mean for this to happen, but baby B has very, very fast little hands, and her hand went out, grabbed 11's fur, and pulled, and had a tuft of 11's fur in her little palm. I was expecting for like the worst case scenario. Was very surprised. F this game. Was very surprised that she did not care. She did not care. She didn't like it, but didn't really care. And so I was so surprised, and I was so thankful that I just have a really, really good pet. All right, I'm switching over to here because I'm done. I'm done. I'm quitting the game for now. Demi, I just realized that you sent a super chat. I just realized that you sent a super chat, and I'm so sorry that I didn't see it before. My bot did not tell me that you sent a super chat, so I just want to say a huge thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. As like you said, you appreciate me. I appreciate you, boom. We had 10 dogs and 1 female, and it had a litter of puppies. There was a noise outside, and all the male dogs rushed outside, and the females circled the puppy. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, no, I'm so sorry. I do appreciate it. I see it now, and I do appreciate it. Boo. Now I'm looking. Okay, so we got 2 things on the YouTube side of things, and don't worry, I see it now. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today for my boos over on the YouTube. We're gonna call it early for you guys and the TikTokies as well. So everyone say goodbye to the YouTube and TikTokies. Remember, guys, if you guys want to see my other I'm on observation duty games, there should be like suggested videos somewhere here. So go check them out. Go check them out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Everyone say goodbye to the YouTubes. Bye. All right, everyone.